Close your eyes. Count to 3. Breathe deeply. Your fingers rest on the spine of Moby Dick. You just pushed it back into its place on the shelf in the classics section. Last time you moved, you got rid of some books, including a copy of Moby Dick you never finished. No point buying another. You'd just let it sit again. It's still 30 minutes until the movie starts next door. She probably won't be there until about then, you think. You're always early. You spot a tiny, thin book, Chekhov's About Love. You met her at a party, like any other party, and she said yes because she's really nice. You see another on the shelf, Anna Karenina. You're worried about this date, there's no denying it. Last night you sent her a picture of Iraq War General Jim Mad Dog Mattis with the caption, "This is who I'm trying to suck off." After that, she didn't reply for 35 minutes, and then said, "What time is the movie again?" You realized only after that she didn't know you well enough to know you were kidding, and now believes you really want to suck off legendary Iraq War General Jim Mad Dog Mattis. It was really nice of her not to cancel. You regret showing up early, and wish she was here with you, near the books. Suddenly, your phone goes off, and you hurry next door to meet her. You see her smile from 100 feet away, and in her hand, curiously, is a bag from that same bookstore you were just in. She hugs you. You don't know what to say, so you say, "What's in the bag?" "Something for you," she says. She pulls it out and hands it to you. A limited edition Funko Pop of legendary Iraq War General Jim Mad Dog Mattis. You look at her, too happy to even laugh, and then you both take turns pretending to suck it off in front of the theater. You were both in Barnes & Noble with Luke and DBJ. Welcome to Stores. I believe that Wrinkly Kong was a 10 in the past, like Helen Mirren.
Absolutely.
Where it's like you can tell based on how Wrinkly Kong is acting, like she
carries
her whole life
herself like a former vixen.
She was
100%.
a great beauty. She was sort of a Blanche Dubois.
A Blanche, yeah.
And maybe controversial. I think Cranky Kong, same situation.
Yeah, I think you could tell because also Cranky Kong, he's always talking about his golden years. You know what I mean? He's always like,
he's hung
that
up
is
on
such
it.
an athlete thing.
He's like,
to
bro,
do.
if I was at my prime,
Absolutely.
I'd kick your fucking ass,
100%.
DK.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cranky Kong is the guy who is around in the gym, but he's not exercising.
No.
He's sort of just giving advice.
He's talking too much to you in
Yes.
the locker room where if you're too young, you're worried that there's a reason he's doing it.
Yes,
that's
he's
bad.
talking to you for some other reason, but
yeah.
he's actually just trying to sort of live vicariously
Yeah.
through you.
When he says you've got strong muscles, he like really means it.
Yeah, it's not a come on. He's just like, I used to have muscles like that, and I'm just excited
and he wants to
see
talk
them
about
again.
that.
Yeah.
And he just wants to hear, he wants to let you know that he used to be really strong.
He wants to tell you whatever proxy war he fought in the latter half of the 20th century and how he crushed someone's skull between his hands.
There are a lot of references in the Donkey Kong games to this like Kong War.
Yes,
this Great
right.
Ape War, I think it's called. No like explanation at all as to what that is or was, but I'm sure Cranky was involved.
Yeah.
And do you think he looked just like Donkey Kong when he was younger, or did he look more svelte, more thin? Different?
I believe he looked probably exactly like Donkey Kong. That's my guess. He was big
there
and
is
buff
there is the
but
lore
with cum
that,
gutters.
with
cum gutter.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
He has the
100%.
V.
Yes,
It's
yes.
like he's
got the V.
more V.
Yeah.
You know where like
He's got
Donkey
the
Kong's
V.
more like this.
he was
but,
a
like,
slutty Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So they call it the Kong Wars.
The Great
Yes,
Ape Wars.
the Great
I
Ape
think.
Wars.
Begun the Great Ape Wars have. It is really scary that he used to be in the war because he does like give off that veteran energy of if you talk to him for too long,
he's got a gun on him.
Yeah.
If you talk to him for too long, he's going to say some shit out of nowhere, like the devil was in that jungle.
Yeah. He's gonna accidentally tell you that he did something unspeakable that he should be tried for.
Absolutely, he's gonna admit to a war crime in front of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a park job, a state park job for a while, and I went to Chili's with one of the guys who I worked with, who was like hired out of Afghanistan, and we were sitting there at Chili's.
How dark is this going to get?
You're laughing in a way
You're
that I feel
laughing
like
in
you're
a
not
very
supposed to laugh.
This is such a Pat has this predilection for telling stories that include the most like insane, scary detail you've ever heard, and he delivers it like it's nothing.
He's about
The
to say
setup
like
is
he's
already
laughing at
chilling.
this. He made like human taquitos over there or some shit. Yeah.
No, he was just talking about like what it was like being over there. And at one point in the middle of Chili's, he just got really quiet and went, "Killed a lot of people."
And the leaden silence that fell over the room was cut by the sizzling fajita on the pan.
Anyway, let's go back to the park.
All right, let's go back to the park. Let's have some fun at the park.
That's cool because not
Do
every
you
guy
think in
gets
the
to kill a lot.
Great Ape Wars? Let's talk about the Great Ape Wars. They don't have guns.
They have coconut guns.
They do
The
actually,
fire
yeah.
Wait,
So
in Bonanza timeline, do they have coconut guns that?
no reference to
somewhere.
weapons in Bonanza so far.
Okay,
But
because
I will
I'm
say
saying it could have been a sort of hand-based war.
No, because in
Marshall.
Donkey Kong Country, do you remember there's like there's enemies that wear
That's
artillery
true.
helmets
That's
and like
true.
and like bullet, what do you call the racks?
Bandoliers.
Bandoliers.
And they could be
yeah.
sort of like a modern Ronin left over from the war. They
Yeah.
think the war is still
Yeah,
happening.
they're
I
like
think that is the problem with the what are the crocodile enemies called?
Kremlings.
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 Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, the Kremlings are sort of wandering Ronin, and that's how King Karul.
Or they're like that-
was
yeah.
able to-
They're like that guy from Japan
who
that-
was left on the island.
who was left
and
on the
thinks
island.
war's
He
still
thought the war.
happening. Yeah,
he
yeah,
thinks
yeah.
the Great Ape War is
It's
still
still
happening.
One of the sub themes of the Donkey Kong Country
Yeah.
series is this war.
If you go to New Donk City, Kremlings and donkey and apes are living in total harmony.
don't get along, yeah.
Well, no,
Oh,
but
no, there they do.
There's
Okay.
extreme racial tension, of course, but
Absolutely.
and it's two ethnic groups. I mean, they're both assimilating. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get violent in the same way it does on that island.
Wow. That's yeah.
You know that episode of Mad Men where like Roger refuses to work with the Japanese businessman? It's like
Right. I have not seen Mad Men.
Cranky Kong with like a Kremling that's coming. He's like, I fought against those Kremling fucks. They're not doing business.
The more we say Kremling, the scareder I am to say it as well.
Yeah, I got
I'm
nervous.
really getting scareder and scareder to say
It really
Kremling.
fit right in as a slur. Though. It really-
I think it's my fault for just describing them as not crocodiles, but an ethnic group.
Yeah.
I think that's probably where we sort of went awry.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Anyway, folks, if you're listening to this in the future,
You know what?
today
We
is
were
the
talking
release of
on the Weiger episode. We were talking about how Wrinkly Kong died,
yeah.
possibly radiation sickness or poisoning
It's
from a
not,
sort of
What do you
nuclear.
think's
doesn't
in
have
those
to be anything.
barrels? Yeah, all those barrels full of dumped.
Oh my God, the waste
Yeah.
barrels.
it'd be really funny.
And they're
they're
full
putting
of green-
radioactive
There are
waste.
toxic levels. There's the industrial level. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, this is all
Oh
there.
my
This is
God.
all in the text.
And
We're
why
not-
did the animal friends become so human-like? Radiation.
Animal friends.
Is
Yeah,
that
like
what
you know,
like
on,
Rambi?
on guard, Rambi, espresso.
Okay, and they're human-like to you.
okay. That's
What do you mean
That's
they're
where I don't know what he's
human-like?
talking
Yeah,
about.
describe
They've got
it.
those
They're-
fuckable
they're-
eyes.
They've got those fuck
They
me
have
bedroom
no
eyes.
more fuckable eyes than the Kongs do. They're no more human-like.
yeah.
They've just got big. They've
Yeah,
got big
the
fucking
Kongs.
Google eyes.
In fact, they're much less human-like than the
Candy?
Kongs.
Woo.
Yeah, Candy. Okay.
Okay.
Candy is looking right.
Do you think Candy's
Candy-
in Bonanza? we have
I don't. So
Okay.
far, I have not seen her, but I was surprised. Cranky Kong shows up.
Cranky's there.
Spoilers. Cranky Kong shows up. Looks exactly the same. They didn't give him a redo.
There's some wonky timeline shit happening. People are.
I mean, it's
I
ridiculous.
mean,
Confused,
I was
yeah.
talking about this a lot on the Weiger
Okay.
yeah,
episode.
yeah, yeah. The timeline is all over the place.
Pauline's a kid. Cranky's still old. Cranky used to be DK from the arcade.
This is the
game who
exact
met
thing that I
Pauline.
was. This is
Okay.
the exact thing
You've
that I was
covered
saying
it.
on the other episode.
Sorry,
And I
yeah.
believe what I said is it doesn't matter
Or why do you
You're
care about
crazy.
that? Or whatever.
because
Can I talk about Candy Kong for 1 second?
Sure.
She has more human shape than, and don't laugh at that.
No, it's true.
She's got more human shape than any of the other monkeys.
Yeah. And I would say she's more human than ape.
She's much more human than ape, whereas the other apes are much more ape than human.
Is she the missing link?
That's what I'm wondering, is maybe she's some sort of genetic freak or mutant or perhaps has been experimented upon.
We've been looking for Sasquatch. What we should have been looking for is
Candy
a real
Kong.
sexy, human-like ape
We're like,
lady.
oh, okay, I get it. That's how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't been more nervous something is going to make people stop listening, and we've done quite a few episodes.
If this is the thing, that's crazy.
I know. For whatever
that
reason.
That is insane based on everything that I can remember about every episode of the podcast.
Yes, but going
that
back
this would
to
be the
DK stuff, the DK lore feels worse to me than the full episodes of the podcast we did where there wasn't an idea.
Yeah, there wasn't an idea.
I'll tell you
but this is 3 weeks after, so people will have forgotten.
Okay, there's a break.
Right.
But having seen that clip with you guys talking about Donkey Kong, I came into this going, I need to definitely not talk about Donkey Kong.
Totally.
I was like, I have a rule.
Yeah, you don't want to be like the guy bringing it up again. Yeah. Don't worry, we got it. We got you.
You started
covered.
me. Yeah, it's all on you.
This is a hell of a game.
Yeah, Stores is mostly about episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and Donkey Kong Bonanza.
This is mostly a podcast idea that happened because we knew everybody would get mad if we just started the One Piece podcast, but it is a One Piece podcast.
It's a way to get into it.
This is a One Piece podcast, but
we're going to get into
it
today for sure.
Okay, this is actually very
relevant. We also did on
the
Weiger episode.
We talk about One Piece. This is actually very relevant to today's store, Barnes & Noble.
Great segue.
Who we visited with.
Oh, yeah, we should introduce our guest. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You fit right in, Alec. It's like you've been here the entire run of the show.
I have. I've just been out back. I've been watching.
Today,
out.
Now, what credits would you like us to call out? We got Alec Robbins on the show. Incredible cartoonist, drawer, if I might say.
Those are the same things.
What?
The cartoonist, drawer.
Video game narrative director.
There we go. That's a big
period.
Yeah.
Director of High on Life and the DLC.
And the upcoming
High
on Life 2. Controversial games that I get paid money to work on and think I do a great job on.
Why are they controversial?
Because of Justin Roiland's previous involvement, which I don't think I'm really allowed to talk about. Okay. So I'll just gloss over that. But that Mr. Boop is a comic I made that you might know about me being married to Betty Boop. I have a newer comic called Crimehot that I'm still putting out issues of.
Which kind of like a porno thing.
It's
for like jacking off.
Literally
I was about to say, because I had read Mr. Boop, I was like, oh, I'm excited to read Alec's thing. I was like, okay. I mean, I was like, I'm a little hot under the collar reading this thing.
Is Candy Kong in Crimehot?
No, but she could have been in Mr. Boop. I feel like that was a missed opportunity.
I hate to cut you off.
No, please.
He's going to tell you what you should actually have done with Mr. Boop.
Okay.
And
I'm open. I'm willing to redraw it all.
And if this offends, I'm really sorry. It sounds like you're saying Mr. Boob.
Okay, that is a better idea.
It sounds like you're saying Mr. Boob.
That's a way better idea.
That's kind of what the sequel's about.
Yeah.
Crimehot is kind of Mr. Boob.
Crimehot is actually Mr. Boob.
Yeah.
Because there's boobs in it.
Yeah.
A lot more than there were in Mr. Boop, but there were boobs in Mr. Boop too. So,
really?
Yeah.
Boobs?
You saw boobs.
You see Betty's boobs?
You saw Betty's boobs. Betty's boobs. Betty's maybe not her bush.
Betty's bush.
Betty's bush.
Betty's
saw
clit?
a lot.
Sorry, I didn't need to take it there.
Yeah. Let's keep it at bush.
Sorry.
Luke, what's your favorite Betty Boop cartoon?
There is a right answer.
I like the one where she lives in the house with the Superman guy and the elf, and it's sexy, and it's on Comedy Central in the mid-2000s.
Oh, you're thinking of Drawn Together.
Yeah.
You're thinking of the TV show Drawn Together.
Her name was Toot in that, I think, or something.
Yeah, something
Drawn
like
Together
that.
characters.
Now, Alec, you said there's a correct answer to best Betty Boop short. Would you like to say it at the same time? And see if we both have the same
Probably
answer?
going to have the same one.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Snow White. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And the number 2 isn't a Betty.
You should see the look on Luke's face. He hates this so much. You have no idea.
The worst thing you could do is let DBJ talk about old-ass cartoons.
Can I tell you? Luke,
have you seen Bimbo's Initiation?
What'd you say?
Bimbo's Initiation.
Of course I've seen Bimbo's Initiation.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He gets it at
Have
Bimbo.
you, Luke?
But, here's the difference. Professional cartoonist. Just some guy.
I'm a professional.
Not a professional cartoon. Alec's doing the
I'm
work.
about to look you in the fucking eye and tell you what music I've been listening to all day, including at Barnes & Noble while I was
Beverly
walking around.
Hillbillies theme song. over and over again.
Oh,
Can I
man.
tell? It's like one step away from that. It's like one step away. I was listening to the Buffalo Bills, which is a barbershop quartet.
God,
from the 50s and 60s, featured in The Music Man.
I think
prominently.
I think that you would have been happier at a time where barbershop quartet member was a full-time position.
I think I would have been killed in those times. I think they would get one sniff of the sort of tone in which I talk, and they would be none of that, none of that, please.
Fair enough.
Which times are barbershop quartet times?
Now, it's weird because it is like 50s and 60s
that's
because
where I
that's
go
a
to.
revival of
But I also go
the
20s.
1900s, 10s, and 20s.
Yeah, like how in BioShock 2, how they're doing it's like the 1910s. I can only
BioShock
understand.
Infinite. BioShock 2.
Bioshock 2 is a
BioShock
different
2
game.
also took place in Rapture. It took place in Rapture.
And it wasn't actually canon. It was made by 2K Games, not by Infinity Ward
It is
or
canon.
whatever.
It is canon.
But it wasn't directed by Ken Levine.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You meant Kenan.
Kenan. Does that piss you off? I was listening to a barbershop quartet all day.
No.
That gets you a fucking goat.
Doesn't get pissed me off.
What if I started singing it to you right
know
now?
what would scare me more? If you said I was listening to good music from the modern times.
I listen to good music from the modern times.
Name one.
I was listening to Pink Pantheress.
I was listening to the Pink Panther theme, walking around Barnes and Noble.
Okay, that go. You walk around the city with the Pink Panther theme playing. Honestly, great time.
You're getting up to no
It's
good.
kind of impossible not to sneak when you're listening to it.
And that's what you always want to see an adult man do in a bookstore.
Sneaking around.
You ever just close your eyes and play the Mr. Magoo theme and just see what happens?
Can I say let's and we'll talk about Barnes and Noble and talk about other bullshit.
Yeah.
But when I was in Barnes and Noble, unlike some other places that we've been, I felt so. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yes,
It's
A guy with my vibe and energy and everything
no one's
and
batting
interests.
a fucking eye.
And
Yeah,
you can
that's where
spend
I should be.
hours in a Barnes and Noble.
It feels.
It is like
If I
it's
didn't have shit to do, I would have spent so much more time.
It's
there.
encouraged,
Yeah.
And
Yes.
like you browse, you sit and read. You can go up and get a coffee at the cafe. You can look at
Which I thought
board
was
games.
a Starbucks, but is a.
I think it's their own thing.
It's a bespoke Barnes and Noble cafe.
Really? I thought
Yes.
it was Starbucks as well.
No,
I think
it's just-
they used to be Starbucks.
It's just
It
them,
could have
and
been.
they were running a deal at the one that I went to, where if you bought a cafe item, which is like a cake pop, then you
not a coffee.
You could get a copy of the Shawshank Redemption for $5, which is the funniest. Like that's like what an AI thinks a bookstore does.
Not like a coupon for
no,
a book. Just
they had a
we
stack.
have
They had a
a
stack next to
surplus
the
of
register.
Shawshank
Fuck, we
Redemptions.
gotta start moving these things. They aren't selling like
It doesn't
they used
connect to
to
me that it like fits in the cafe either. It's
No.
just, like they had
No.
extras.
No,
Yeah.
it's just a stack.
And it's not
of,
even like a classic. It's not like
Yeah.
you get like Hamlet or some like really like important work. It's just like
No.
oh yeah, it's that movie that I guess shit.
it's
based on
people
a
who
book.
like
It's a short
Shawshank
story
like
also.
the movie. They don't care about the book.
No.
I feel
Well,
like-
it's not even a book. It's a short story.
oh okay.
The books they had out were so thin because it is a short story.
So
that
this is
they
a
just
shit
published.
deal. That's not even
It's
a
a
kind
whole
of a
You're not
shit
even gonna
deal.
get a whole fucking
It's kind of
book.
a shit
It probably
deal.
costs $5 even without.
It's also the
the cake
original
pop.
short story is called Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption, which is very
because
funny
is that the poster?
because of the poster.
Okay, yeah.
Which I guess originally was bigger,
That's a
bigger part of the
funnier
story.
title, but yes, a worse title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't call the movie that because they're like, "Where's Rita Hayworth?" You
Yeah.
know?
And
yeah.
And I believe the original short story is also more about like revenge, and it's less like Andy Dufresne isn't like as I guess soft-hearted of a man.
Mm.
as
Sure,
he,
it's
as he comes
really
across.
the movie's so warm for a movie about guys breaking up.
There's a lot of dark stuff that happens in the movie, but at the end of the day, the movie is about like
Love.
it is about
my
the loss of the
lasting
human
impression.
spirit. Yeah.
my like when I
Yes.
think about the movie, it's what a triumph.
Now, something I've talked about on this store a lot is that all stores are being converted into also places that sell random ass collectibles and other
Yes.
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
right?
they got Funkos. Yeah.
And I think Barnes & Noble, though, has been doing that longer than any motherfucker.
I think
Because
that- I
even
think
as
for a
kids,
bookstore,
they were
kinda
selling...
For a bookstore, it kind of makes sense
Yes.
because books are something that you put on the shelf and they're
Yes.
like an item in your home that takes
They've
up
always
space.
sold toys, I feel like. I feel like they've always
they
sold
had,
like
they
the
had like a
Lego.
little. They had board games for sure, and they
Yeah.
always had like a little section. And will probably return to this, but they have magic cards there.
Did they?
They're behind the counter.
Where?
Oh,
you can't. It's so
that's
crazy because I've never bought them there because it feels weird to like. There's the pressure of the line, and you can only see them if you lean forward.
Yeah.
And they have like some new sets and whatever, maybe like a collector's box or a bundle. But like, yeah, I don't know why they have those there. You can't browse them normally. But yeah, like that's what they have. Toys, they have collectibles, they have everything.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this actually, like you're saying, it really fits here. It doesn't feel like it's like this is kind of just a thing that they've had to do to try and keep their like retail business relevant. I also think that Barnes & Noble is a great example of another thing I've thought about a lot since starting this podcast, which is this, that it is like it won out as being like, well, we need one bookstore.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was a survivor. It
is like it's the biggest chain by far in America.
Yeah, it comes up a lot on this podcast that this is the one that won out.
Yes.
Right?
It survived Amazon, and it was like, well, some people still want to go to a bookstore, and so this exists.
Yeah. There is exactly enough space for one brand of this store, this type of store to continue to exist, and it is Barnes & Noble, it's Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yes.
What other examples? GameStop is a good example.
Yeah.
Even GameStop is kind of dead.
Yes.
GameStop
it's
is
on life support, man. Like
GameStop
if you've gone into one recently.
It's
crazy.
a great example of one of these stores that has had to totally shift and is now selling Funko Pops.
It feels mostly it's selling figurines and the video games are second thought. I was thinking about this because I was like, I feel like us covering Barnes & Noble, it's because like I went to Borders growing up because that was the same thing.
Yeah.
Or that was the closest one to me. But I'm like, to me, when I'm thinking about Barnes & Noble and my memories of it and everything today, Borders is gonna go into Barnes.
They were functionally identical.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. I liked Borders more though. I guess I feel like the manga section was maybe bigger at the one by my house.
I discovered manga at Borders.
Me too.
That was like
I used to sit for hours on the floor reading fucking random ass Shonen Jump fucking manga. I mean, that's really it's where I discovered my love of that.
Yeah,
shit.
I don't even know like
the big fuck off Viz Big.
That's
what they call
the
Viz Big Dragon Ball editions. That's where I got. I bought one because here's another thing that is interesting. I wonder if other people have had this experience. It feels like it's not universal, but it is not just me. Of you want to read something, but they don't have issue 1.
Always.
They have issue. They have issue 4, 7, and then 10 through 15.
Yeah.
And then like the most recent 2.
And then yeah.
Because the people working there's not enough people that have a concept of like how to order it in a way because like a serialized.
Well, it's also
like
it's difficult.
It's just
famously
difficult to keep in stock.
Oh, really?
It's a huge problem with manga printed in the US where the early volumes sell so much more than the middle volumes. And so like if you're collecting an old out of print manga, you'll be able to find the first 3 for like $10 still. And then like volume 6 will be like $90 or $150.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's this weird like reverse bell curve almost of price where it's like recent ones are currently in print and they're easy to find.
And they're always reprinting the oldest
first
ones.
10 are easy to find because everybody is trying to start One Piece.
Yes.
And so there's so many.
Dragon Ball
even in Barnes & Noble today, there were like 5 different printings of One Piece Volume 1.
Yeah, they've got like the 3-in-1.
They've got the 3-in-1, they've got the normal ones. They had like a special edition and then the middle volumes, like nobody is looking for specifically the volumes of One Piece that were released in 2005.
Which, if you're in a Barnes & Noble to pick up manga, you're probably not there to pick up volume 40.
Exactly. You're there to get the most recent one
or
get started.
Get it
started.
Yeah. Did you, I went to the one of the Americana.
Oh, yeah.
I went to that one as well. Okay. I have never been to that part of the Americana. And it made me feel fucking crazy.
Oh,
it was
with the train and the fountain.
With the fountain. We brought up BioShock Infinite
at night.
We brought up BioShock Infinite, where like you get shot into this like heaven in the skies, and you see this plaza where everybody is like impossibly beautiful and pinned together.
Yeah,
and and in the background you're like, this can't have existed in a good way. This could not have been built with love.
This took a lot of death.
There's a golden statue in the middle of the fucking Americana.
Yeah. There are other Americanas all across the country, and they're kind of clones of each other, and they're all owned by the same guy.
Yeah.
Like
Rick Caruso, the guy who tried to be mayor here. He's a real scumbag.
It's evil. Right?
It's evil, but
he brought us malls.
But at night, the fountain plays Frank Sinatra, and it's a dancing fountain.
It kind of seemed like it was a dancing fountain today.
Really?
Well, a John Mayer song was playing, and I can't remember what the name of the song was, but it was a John Mayer song, and for a second it seemed like the fountain was synced up to it, and then I realized
I think they do
not.
sync them up sometimes. I don't know.
No, they
Who
do
knows?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just a shitty song.
Maybe
it was so simple.
the heavens aligned for you for
Yeah.
that John Mayer song.
Yeah.
I would say, okay, we're talking about how a lot of these places sell figurines. I was kind of surprised how good the fucking figurines.
No, they were like
this Barnes
no,
and Noble.
they were
I was like,
You're talking about it's on the
Okay.
one wall. By
yes,
the end.
but
Okay,
it was like we had I was like,
There's a
weird.
lot.
There was like deep cut, like we've got like nice shit in a way that I was like, why do they have this? You
Okay,
know?
tell me if this happened while you were there. Last time I was there, I just kept hearing some noise that some toy was making, and I couldn't identify which one
No.
it was. Okay.
you weren't having auditory hallucinations.
What was the
No,
noise?
it was real.
What was the noise?
I never found it. I just
Whoa.
heard there was some like figure or toy they were selling that was looping some music or audio or dialogue. I have no fucking clue. It drove me insane.
I don't think that happened.
I think that,
Sick.
and Luke,
Huh.
you know I'm saving for a sectional couch. You know I'm saving right now.
Yeah.
So I couldn't buy anything, but I was so close because they do have good shit there.
You could get someone for like $10 there.
It's not when you go to a Target or a big box store or something like this, and they have their pitiful little like collectible
Collectibles.
section.
Mhm.
It's like I don't want to buy any of this crap because this is like lowest common
A
denominator.
random Vegito doll.
Yeah, and it's like
Not
not
interesting.
exactly what you want, and it's like I don't want to buy any of this stuff. But Barnes and Noble, they had like the reasonably priced, nice figurine that would go on a shelf and like be a nice piece to look
Yeah,
at on
yeah.
the shelf.
They must have
That's-
hired some like anime manga expert because, well, first of all, like I
The
don't know.
selection was good.
You haven't been there. You said this is the first time you've been to that one.
To that one in the Americana, yeah.
So like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, all the manga was upstairs, and it was a little bit out of the way, and it was the most crowded part of the store, and it was so far in the back. It's crazy that it was that crowded. And then
That's
one
probably
day-
why they moved it
Yeah,
downstairs
recently they put it
because
all down there.
It's the I want to say it's
It's
the
the first thing you
centerpiece
see,
of the
yeah.
fucking store.
It's-
you walk in and you see giant words manga.
yeah, and like the only other things on the ground section are the magazines, which I guess probably gets a lot of traffic.
CDs.
And no, CDs are on the second level.
Well, they have
Or no, wait, they do have
they do
some.
have they do have
some
CDs down
downstairs.
there.
Yeah.
And well, the other big draw for Barnes and Noble, the other marquee for me, is the Criterion section,
Sure.
which is also right next to the manga section.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And like that's gotten a little smaller, I think, over the years, but they still hold strong. It's like you could just pop between. Oh, I want to get Do the Right Thing on Blu-ray 4K, and then I can walk over. Oh, One Piece Volume 109. That's finally out. I'll grab that. What a decadent day.
What a decadent day. And it makes those things kind of go hand in hand though too, because I'm like, oh, it's the same
Yeah,
type. Even if
lot
it's
of
you don't
crossover.
believe, even if you don't like the same thing, it's like the same kind. It's like that's Barnes and Noble exists for people who are like, well, I want to read the print version of it. Well, I want to see the Criterion collection version of it. Like, and that person exists, and I'm one of them. I mean, I love reading physical comics way more than.
Can I tell you what I'm thinking about? Young Cranky Kong rising from the swamp of Vietnam, and this is
Great
the end.
Kong
Is
War.
plan-
Great
the,
Kong War.
Great
Ape War.
Ape War,
Sorry.
right?
Vietnape.
Well, we
I'm trying to think of what they would call it in a cutesy
Vietnape.
way. Yeah.
Vietnam. Now,
Well,
what
there
would
are the
Vietnam be
Viet
in
Cong.
Ape World?
Yeah.
How did we forget about the Viet Cong?
Oh yeah, it would be the Viet Cong.
Pass.
That's amazing.
That was
Pass.
just sitting there.
Don't pass.
I'm passing.
No, you're not passing.
Pass.
No, you're not passing.
Abstain.
How is this
Put
the
it
thing
on
you're
the
passing?
record.
How is
Abstain.
Viet Cong the thing that is too
Abstain.
much for you? You
Abstain.
fuck. How is this the thing that breaks your back? I cannot believe that this is
Horrible
the
war.
land in which you
The
will
thing
not
is,
go.
like, that feels like a
Horrible
joke Rare might have actually made.
Yes.
in the
Literally.
90s. It's like, it feels
Yeah,
like they were
This
just
is
on
the
the
end.
cusp of doing something like
My
that.
only friend, the end. And then he's rising up and he's about to fucking like snipe someone
Why did you bring that up?
with the what?
Is that a reference to a movie?
What would the sniper be in Donkey Kong World? I guess because Peanut
Peanut
is a pistol.
Maybe pea shooter.
Pea shooter makes sense. Grape is
too
the
big.
It's pretty
blowgun.
good. I think
Grape is the
I
blowgun.
think it's a long banana, a really long banana.
a long, rigid, straight banana.
Plantain. It would
A
be like a plantain
plantain.
because those are big and thick,
That's
like
almost
a
like an
308
RPG
round.
though.
Yeah.
That's almost like an RPG though.
No, you're right.
You got to admit that's more like an RPG based
I
on
think
what we've already set up with the coconut gun.
RPG would be something else. It would be like a watermelon. Would be an RPG.
No, that would be a big cartoonish.
Where's
ball.
any of this? I don't follow any of the logic.
What?
Watermelon?
What?
Like, I'm not following the logic.
We're trying to
Of the
figure out
bomb?
what a sniper is in
What's
Donkey
confusing?
Kong world.
What's
Alec,
confusing?
What do you mean?
Alec?
What's confusing?
Yeah. Just really, lay it out for me.
Yeah.
What's so fucking
You're
confusing?
asking. I'm trying
Hey,
to legitimately answer what fruit would be a sniper rifle, and then you guys keep going. Yeah, watermelon. I'm like, how? What?
Hey,
what are you
Luke,
connecting?
this is the last time we have one of your friends on the show. Okay?
Dude, you gotta keep up. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can hold your hand as much as I can, but
I
it's
just
you gotta
want.
swim.
I
pal.
want to catch up. Okay, help
Okay.
me get there. Help me.
Okay.
Watermelon is bomb because it's big.
Watermelon bomb.
Okay.
Because it's big.
And
Okay.
I also, well, I've got to take. I mean, first of all, they wouldn't be shooting bananas at all. They'd be eating them. Bananas are never used.
That's
as,
not a weapon.
Yeah,
not
that's
a
their
weapon.
food.
It's currency. It's
That's what they're
food.
fighting over.
Yes,
Yeah, that's their resources.
but they hate plantains.
it's kind of unobtainium for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diamond. Like a diamond. or a
Avatar, but
gem.
they go into Kongs.
They go into
instead.
Kong. Yes. Instead of blue people, it's all monkeys.
I'd like to do my bathroom segment now.
With your bathroom segment?
Yeah.
About
and
what
I keep forgetting to do this, but I want to make
You've
it
forgotten 100% of every episode.
No, I
Yes.
did it the time I came up with it. I did it. But we're bringing it back, which is, I think, an important experience is what is the bathroom experience like?
Yes.
I've never gone to the bathroom at Barnes and Noble.
Jesse?
I did not go. I needed to go today,
Mhm.
and I chose not to. And
Mhm.
I would like to hear whether or not it was a mistake.
I would say that one of my sort of curses that are inflicted upon me in my life is anytime I go to a place like that, I immediately have to go to the bathroom bad way. So
Bad
I've
way.
got to figure it out. So I've had to deal with bathrooms a lot like this in my life. And I would say the bathroom situation there was medium grim.
Medium
Really?
grim.
I wasn't I
like there's not a dead guy.
right.
There's no one laying on the floor.
There wasn't, but there was graffiti that said like it was this like sort of graffiti board where it said like poop and pee, and then I swear, and then it had like hash marks where people had added what they had done in there, and then it was also like jack off, blah blah blah. But then there were like new ones,
and then there was another one that said Kremlings get out.
Where is
No.
the bathroom there? Is it on the top
upstairs
floor?
to
Okay.
the right of the
Maybe
coffee
get this
shop.
That's
clean
out
for
of the
anybody
way
at
to
home
be-
who is trying to go to the Americana.
Okay,
Barnes
so
and
you
Noble
walk
bathroom.
in, you take two escalators up, you walk back, you go past it, you're basically almost at the kids section, but not quite. You take a left and it's in the back. Also, both doors were open on the men and women's bathrooms, and they like could not be closed.
Oh,
Like, and then you went
they
over
didn't trust. Yeah,
They didn't trust you. Yeah.
They didn't
But
trust you.
and then the last thing I want to say about this like hash mark list is then clearly some people had added like some newer terms like goon and edge.
well, that's
That
fun.
was kind of fun.
I've never seen a list like that.
I have
in the
a picture
bathroom.
of it.
I think I like that a lot. Actually,
Yeah, it was good.
I think.
While you're hunting for that, can I talk more about the magazines?
Sure.
The magazines are crazy. It's amazing how many magazines there are.
Which
still
ones?
in print.
Which ones caught your eye?
Okay, well, I'll just start with the craziest one. There are a million gun magazines that
Oh.
all are the most insane thing ever. I don't know. It's just
What are they
because-
showing in there? Just like pics, or are they doing articles about the
Yes,
guys who
they're
made
doing
it, or
they're
what?
doing articles. Dude, gun culture is a whole
Picture
thing.
the guy who goes to the Americana Barnes and Noble and
That
buys
was- dude.
5 issues of Gun Weekly.
I would say fully 1/16 of the entire and the magazine section is huge.
That's 12.5%.
And fully
That's
that's an eighth.
right,
That's
Luke.
an eighth. It would be half of that.
Okay, well, I
That's
just
6.25%.
I didn't check the math. I'm
Nice.
just happy to say, yes, it is. I've never looked at the magazines there. and
It's very odd.
Gun
The
magazine is such a good name for a gun magazine.
The gun, yes.
oh yeah, whoa,
Oh,
that's
whoa.
perfect.
Actually,
Didn't
Pat,
even
can
clarify.
you give me my black phone there? Because I took a video of the. I do have two phones.
Okay,
right now.
and while you're doing that, I'm going to show you this.
Oh
We're kind of having
wow.
pictures.
So let's go.
So there's
down-
there's columns.
and
This
I'll
is
show-
great.
And I'll show you, and then I'll read them out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it was long.
Oh,
so
so
it
it's
said
okay. Just to be
blow-
okay.
Yeah,
Because I don't think you established this.
No,
It is
please.
it is a tally system.
a
Yeah.
tally system.
yeah,
It's
I
a
was
tally
trying to think. You
system.
said hash mark. I was
Yeah.
trying,
Yes,
what
it's a
word
tally
does he mean?
system for
Tallies.
how many times
Yep.
each thing has happened
Okay.
in the bathroom.
And it's
So
probably
this
not
is-
just one guy. Those
this
are
is
like different
poop, piss,
handwriting.
jacking off,
And
yeah.
this was like both the list and the people. It's like all different people added this. And
I
here's
know
what-
this is gross. I love this. I
I
think
think it's awesome.
keeping public stats
Yes.
is so interesting.
Okay, so here's what we've got.
Even if it's this. Even if it's... Okay.
Blow, jerk off,
Mm-hmm.
vape, piss, shit, goon, jelk, which I don't know what that is.
Jelking is when you jelking is like it's like a method for making your dick bigger by like squeezing it. As far as it's like you know how penis pumps are supposed to work.
I thought I knew what it was, and you started talking, but I don't even know what
you're
I thought
supposed to be
Yeah,
like
okay.
stretching your penis over time.
Okay.
By like smashing it or something. Here's the only thing I know about jelking. The only thing I know about jelking that I remember, because I think it's just a method of squeezing that is supposed to make your dick bigger over time by stretching it.
Okay.
Right? I know that it can have negative side effects that I read this on a forum. I read this on a forum. The negative side effect that they warn you about if you do it wrong is called baseball batting. Now, this is when you jelk in a way that makes the end of your penis bigger, but not the base. So you're kind of baseball batting it into a baseball
like a
bat
punching
shape.
bag.
Play ball.
Play ball.
That's what I would say if I saw baseball dick.
Score.
So how many people jelked? How many people tallied off?
Jelk was a lot.
How many people are jelking?
Oh, and the last column, just to be to be complete, was edge. Which is it? Gooning and edging the same thing?
Gooning is the opposite. Gooning is I am full on just crazy.
Okay, let me
Jelk was the most. It was.
That's
15.
okay. That's weird because that's what I was going to ask. If piss and shit are not the highest, then I don't actually trust.
I think
the
people are
stats.
lying.
No, I think they're
Yeah.
goofing around.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Let me
I
read
think
out-
that they
I don't
wrote
like
jelk,
that.
and
I'm
it's
out
the
now.
same. It's the same handwriting. I think they wrote jelk and they put it all in themselves.
Okay, I would like to read out just a selection of some of the gun magazines that were there. There was Gun Digest, which reads, "We know guns, so you know guns." That's scary. There's a magazine just called Concealment, which has
That's like a subgenre of gun fan who's like really into concealed carry.
Yeah.
That's,
I believe so. I actually think
scary.
that is true.
Yeah.
And on the front it says "Cool Sub Gun Summer," and it's got a bunch of like fruits and
I've
flowers
seen
around a
like
gun.
the subreddit for concealed carry guys,
Yeah.
and it is scary because
It's
it's
really
like all
scary.
about these different strats to like never let anyone know you've got a gun on them and bragging about all the places they've gone with a gun that they're not supposed to go.
So concealed
One of
carry
them's
is
got to
scary.
be, sorry.
Oh,
I was going to say little bowler cap that you lift up. Guns under there.
Yeah.
and it's a fully long rifle that you and you
top
lift.
hat with an AK-47.
I was thinking 38 snub nose revolver, just sort of already pointing forward.
Yes,
sitting on the
and
top of your hand.
that's what I was thinking. And it's
Yeah.
attached to your fingers, and you could shoot it from there.
with
Yeah.
strings.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's a good idea.
There was
You pull your belt.
you pull your belt to shoot.
He's like an Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. You got your own fucking Rube Goldberg machine to shoot your fucking gun in your
We look at concealed carry guys are just evolving into like proto Inspector Gadgets. They're just figuring out
that's
ways.
so
I put a
funny.
propeller in my
I
hat.
replaced my finger with
A lighter.
it's not even guns
Can I
anymore.
say?
My
But that
hat
is
can
the
do
same guy.
propeller stuff.
That's the everyday carry
Yeah,
guy who wants to be
yeah.
prepared for everything. He wants to be Inspector Gadget, where he
Yes.
has a fork finger and
Yeah,
a knife and a spoon finger.
He looked at a Swiss Army knife and said, "I want to be that.
I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
So, and I want to say, concealed carry guys, it is scary, but also if you know them and have spent a full day with
They
them,
keep people safe.
Like-
That's what Jesse's about to
like
say.
nope. But if you spend time around them, like I have, because my brother and father are both concealed carry guys, you realize it's also really stupid because they're just walking around all day with a gun pointed at their dick. 100% of the time, they've got this big lump in their pants. It's just a gun. They're just getting ready for this thing to explode their penis. And their reasoning is
it's another method of jelking.
And their reasoning is like, what if a marauder comes or something?
Well,
What
yeah,
if a
they're
bandit
it's all
appears?
fantasy. It's like they want the world to end. They want an
Yes.
excuse. They want.
They want to explode in
Did they
violence.
bring their guns to work?
They bring them everywhere.
I think
dude.
I think concealed carry guys like don't leave them at home. I think that's the whole.
Right,
They're trying to go everywhere possible with them.
Right.
It creates a lot of tension in DBJ's family because they're more of a concealed Samantha.
Okay. All right. All right, Pat. Let's talk about that later. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, he's out.
One of the other names of
That's a good joke.
one of the
Yeah,
other names
that
of
was
the,
solid.
of
That's really good.
one of the other names of the gun magazines.
Unlock this motherfucker.
Shut up. One of the other names of the magazines is called The Shooting Times. And there's several copies of The Shooting Times, which is really funny. There's obviously Guns and Ammo. That's probably the most classic.
I've heard of Guns and Ammo.
That's the one. That's the marquee one. And this month's is Hush Up, designed for suppressors, which is also really scary.
I like that. I like that it's a suppressor on like a sniper rifle too. It's like huge.
And then I found one other magazine in this section that I'm just going to show to Luke instead of reading out loud and see if he likes it.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
It is a magazine called Gun Dog.
That's incredible.
It is called Gun Dog.
It looks kind of like
It is a quarterly magazine about dogs that help you with. I don't really understand.
Oh, like hunting dogs.
But it's called Gun Dog.
Yeah,
it's not really about hunting.
Yeah.
It's not really about hunting.
Gun Dog.
Is it literally about dogs, or is that just like a fun term?
I flipped through.
Okay.
It's ostensibly about training dogs and like having dogs.
The conceal carry for you.
Yeah.
Having
Conceal
dogs
fetch.
in like. I think that it is like not so subtly for the prepper guys, the post-apocalyptic guys, the guys who want their dog to be like a resource in an emergency.
Right.
Sure.
Why is it called Gun Dog? I think because they didn't know what else to call it.
That covers it. If I'm a gun dog guy, I know what I'm. Yeah, that's the magazine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hid guns and special drop points all across the city, and only my dog knows how to go get them.
I press up on my D-pad to get my gun dog to come.
Those are like the magazines you throw down to distract soldiers in Metal Gear.
Oh, what is this? Oh. Actually, because that's porno that you throw to distract them. And that's another thing that I noticed about the magazines.
No porno.
Only gay porno.
Really?
Huh. So I found two different magazines that
Society won.
I didn't take pictures because I didn't want to look fucking insane.
You took pictures of all the gun magazines and you're like, no.
You know,
I would be more scared probably of that than seeing
I feel like you've already
opening every page and taking a picture of every gun.
The guy I see taking pictures of gun magazines, I remember.
Yeah.
I go home and I'm like, hey, this guy at the store was in the he was just taking pictures of gun dogs.
And just to be clear, it wasn't pictures. It was one video of me picking every one up in a row.
Worse.
It was two different magazines that I found that were clearly like, it was like guys pulling down their pants and like you could see their mons. I mean, you could see their mons. It was crazy. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of these guys are shaved.
But not all.
Listen, I could have kept flipping, found a bush. I didn't see a bush as far as I went.
The fashion
bushes are
days.
coming back.
They are?
Bushes are back.
Folks,
I do actually think bushes are back.
Me cornering John Kerry in 2004, telling him to drop out of the fucking race.
It's like it's funny because like the bushes are coming back was already a fun riff, and then you like then went to the John Kerry thing. It's such a strange.
Can I just say real fast?
So strange.
I'm more of a John Samantha.
Yes.
All right, let's for our next scene, we need another.
Okay, we need a suggestion of a job. A job. Soldier in the Great Eight War. Sniper.
Did anybody get anything from the cafe?
No.
No, even though I could have gotten a copy of Shawshank Redemption for only $5. That would have been such a good
I'm surprised you didn't go for it.
Did anyone buy anything?
No, I was seriously about to, and then I was like, I got the anxiety that I get sometimes.
DBJ saving up for a sectional.
I am saving up for a sectional couch for my place. And I don't want to. I don't want to skimp. I'm going to be living with this thing.
You need
for
the
a
best
long time.
sectional couch you can get.
So
these things are an investment.
Anything that keeps you above the ground, you pay good money for.
Exactly.
Shoes, beds, sectional couches.
Yeah. You want this thing to be sturdy. You don't want it to be creaking in 6 months.
Fuck
Alec.
swings.
No, you don't yell at me. Yell at Luke.
Fun.
He's the one giving you
swings.
guys.
And I'm also wondering, do I get the sleeper?
Swing.
Do I get the sleeper version?
Does that mean it turns into a lazy boy or what?
No, it turns into a bed. It flips out into a full-size bed.
Here's my thing is I think
because
sofa
that's an
beds
upgrade.
Always fucking suck, and I don't think I've never slept on a comfortable one.
Yeah.
So.
But it's a
I'd
good
rather sleep
option
on
to
a
have
couch.
if you have a lot of friends from out of town.
Yeah.
Who might be coming
Which you
by.
don't.
I mean, we know you don't.
The fuck? What kind of attitude is that?
Here's my thing, and maybe this is someone with a fucked
And
up back.
just Pat's my friend.
I think in
lives
LA,
here.
it's good to have a sleeper couch. Yes.
But I would
I-
say
it makes
I would
sense.
a lot of times rather sleep on a couch than a sleeper couch. Like I'd rather just be on the comfy cushions.
The sectional the one that I'm looking at is big enough that if
Yeah.
I was sleeping on it, I'd probably just sleep on
like
it.
the
I probably
one I
wouldn't pull.
got. Like would you?
The one you got, I would just sleep on that. I would not.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
Bother. It would
Exactly.
be. It would be more work to pull it out.
If I was someone coming to my house, I'd be like, I'd rather sleep on that than a fucking air mattress.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
I hate air mattresses, dude.
Air mattresses. I every time I've ever slept on an air mattress, it deflates overnight,
Yes.
and then I'm fucking in a
Yes.
C position.
Yes. I'd rather have slept on the bare floor at that point.
Seriously, it
Period.
fucks you up so bad. The half deflated air mattress.
And they're so loud to fill back up that you can't do it in the middle of the night.
Nope.
So
And you're a
stuck with
guest.
it. You're a guest.
You're on that shit because you're a
Yep.
guest.
You're
Then
never
gonna wake
you're
up
never on an air mattress, and you have the ability to make loud noise at night.
Yep.
It's
exactly.
never going to happen.
Exactly.
One
Unless
time
you're
I was
rude.
in my friend's place in Chicago. I was visiting Chicago, and he put me on an air mattress, and I was trying to refill it in the middle of the night because it was deflating, and I was like, I can't sleep on this. And I opened the side hatch, and I was like, I can't use the pump either because it's too loud.
You start blowing into it.
I tried to start blowing into it. I opened the wrong hatch, and but then I panic and try to, because it's all the air is pouring out too fast. It's too big of a hatch, and so I put my mouth over the entire huge hatch. And
You're in like a Goofy cartoon.
this
here.
isn't even the end of the story.
And
The
then
end of
my
the
stomach blew up like a balloon and I started floating away.
the end of the story. Okay, the fuck part of the story is I do that, and it like deflates really fast into my lungs, really, really fast, and I throw up.
into the air mattress.
No, I'm. Thank God I didn't throw up into the air mattress, but it really.
Well, then it fills back up and it's nice and warm.
It made my
It's
whole
like-
It's a
diet.
water bed.
It made my whole diaphragm wrench, and I went on the hardwood floor.
That's one of the funniest things I've heard.
Yeah,
in my life.
that's a delight to think about, to imagine.
Did your friend wake up?
No,
Beautiful.
no,
Beautiful memory.
no. I told him in the morning, and he didn't seem to care.
I threw up.
Hey, I threw
Just
up in
standing
your-
at the edge of his bed without saying anything.
Hey, I threw up in your office. That cool? Whatever.
Yeah, I took all the air from the air mattress in like a big balloon, man, but it didn't work, so I just threw up.
It was too much
I
pressure.
thought I was
so
gonna
had
flow
to
away
let
like
it all.
Goofy.
Goofy's fucking awesome. Do
He's
you think
so
Goofy?
cool. I have had the thought multiple times. Goofy is such a good actor.
I feel that. I really do.
And I think I know where it comes from because there's a part in Roger Rabbit where he's watching a Goofy cartoon and he's like in awe and he's talking about it in
Roger
the same
Rabbit
way
is like he's
someone
one of
would
the
be talking about
greats.
like Marlon Brando or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's,
Goofy. I mean,
And I
he
agree
is.
with him. Roger Rabbit is
He's
fitting
right.
when he's like
Yeah.
that.
100% right.
Yeah.
Nobody respects Goofy
There's
anymore.
in a Goofy movie, the performance that Bill Farmer is giving is so textured and layered.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Because he's still fully
Yeah, he's
Goofy.
he's never not goofy and he's saying
Yes.
things like, Maxie boy, I don't know if you're doing the right thing. And you're like crying and it's
Yes.
goofy. It's
And he's
fucking goofy.
still going, yoo-hoo! You know? It's a great movie.
I can't even think of a different example of a stupider character made serious than Goofy doing
It's
that.
a, it's a
I was like,
Marvel. It's like insane that movie works.
Yeah.
I'm not a Disney guy. I love
No,
that movie
I know it's
so
so good.
much.
Yeah.
and the next one is even goofier.
It's extremely
It's
goofy,
extremely goofy. It's even goofier.
I wasn't allowed to watch it. Too
No.
goofy.
Now what? Oh, it's too goofy?
Yeah, parents said
They
it was
were
too
worried
goofy.
you were going to start acting goofy?
Yeah, they thought I was going to be too. The regular one was okay because they knew that I knew the difference between goofing and not. But they thought if I saw something extremely goofy, I
That's a
would-
step too
Right.
far.
yeah.
Right.
There were parents that I knew growing up who were like not letting their kids watch things where the characters were stupid or doing
Dude,
silly stuff. Like,
Ed, Ed and Eddie, my neighbor
Yeah.
wouldn't let their kids watch Ed and Eddie because they said it was mean spirited.
yeah,
Can I-
that's so funny.
I'm your neighbor.
really.
My mom did not let me watch Ed and Eddie.
You know what's funny because
But I think that that was not for any ethical reason. Knowing my mom, I'm pretty sure she just saw the show.
Thought it was annoying.
Sometimes a parent's just like, I don't like this
I'm pretty
show.
sure she saw... No, because it was like, you can't watch it on your own either, even when I'm not around.
Oh, wow.
I think it is... Just knowing my mom, I think it was... She saw it and was like, that's gross. And then that's her... She didn't want me watching it because she thought
Ren
it was
and
weird and
Stimpy
gross.
that happened with, I understand.
Yes.
But like
Ren
Ed
and
and Eddie
Stimpy
is so tame.
is truly
like,
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ed and Eddie is just a cartoon.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, what's mean spirited about 3 young entrepreneurs trying to make their way in the suburbs?
And when Ed eats the mattress, he eats his own fucking mattress.
Looks funny.
In Ed, Ed and Eddie?
I loved Ed,
It's
Ed and
fucking
Eddie, man.
awesome.
That maybe is my
Dude,
favorite
he swallows
cartoon
it
of
like
that
a
era.
snake.
Yeah.
Have you not seen this?
I don't remember it.
You saw that?
I'm sure I saw
You
it.
got to look this up.
Okay,
bunch
can we
of
take a break?
bunch of fucking,
I'm gonna,
bunch of fucking drool
It's-
pouring out of his mouth.
That sounds so good.
He's swallowing it, and
That
I believe.
sounds amazing.
And what's interesting is I believe he's doing it as a punishment to himself. That's interesting. There's also another thing in Ed, Ed and Eddie that I remember where because Ed lived in the basement of his parents' house, and one time to punish him, they took away the stairs. And there was just like a weird water
fun.
stain on the wall where the stairs
That's
used
a really
to be.
good gag.
I also like how the TV in that was always the little fucking fish on the cardboard fish on the string.
Oh, that looked so good. I
Yeah.
always loved in show. I always loved.
I don't remember. I watched this so much. I don't remember any of this.
Really?
But you weren't allowed to watch it. You remember more than I do.
Well, of course I fucking watched it.
But
no,
that,
nothing
that
made it.
often. That's gonna
nothing
make
makes
your-
the nectar sweeter.
That's true.
Nothing
That's
makes
a great
the nectar
point.
sweeter.
Yeah.
Than,
you really
than
hyper
it being-
fixate on it then. Yeah.
Than it being forbidden fruit. But this is something that also happened in SpongeBob when they would watch TV and then the TV is in a different art style.
I loved that
That's
shit.
great.
It's a great artistic touch.
Pat was just remarking he just finished the part in JoJo's part 3 where they what's
Boingo Boingo?
Boingo
Yeah, where
Boingo,
the
which is so
comics
cool
that
because
tells
you
the
never really
future.
see. That's not a thing you see manga artists do a lot, but it's so
It's
fun.
gorgeous, and it's like it's
killed
cool in
it.
the anime, but when you're reading it, it's really
Yeah.
cool to see him flex like that.
Like
and
literally
a
just like
completely
I'm just gonna draw
different
this completely. Folks, to fill you into, we're talking about part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We're talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders, and we'll be right back.
We mentioned Funko Pops, and obviously Funko Pop is now the sort of like, it's like the representative of a certain type of bad thing that we are annoyed by
Right.
as millennials, right?
Agreed.
It feels like it's like a boiling down of our interests or something, and it's like
to me, it's condescending. To me, it's like an insult
exactly.
to
Yeah.
to
it's like you like
engaging
this,
with art.
you like this, don't you,
Yeah.
pig? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? You know what? The problem with all these different things is they all look too different. That's what I always hate.
Yeah,
about-
I wish they all looked the same and bad.
I wish Spider-Man and One Piece looked exactly the same. That's always been my problem.
I've always hated. I love One Piece, but I've always hated the art style.
The character designs are too crazy. Let's
Yeah.
just get them real honed in.
I hate that. I wish it was all one color too, just like one sort of gray color.
Funko.
But that being said, I was in Barnes and Noble, and they had the Funko Pop display,
Mm-hmm.
and there were 3. They looked like they might have been in high school or college or something, and they were by the Funko Pops, and they were genuinely so thrilled by what they were finding. They were like losing their minds. I think it was Jujutsu Kaisen characters, maybe. I don't really know that.
That is how they operate. Like that is it. Like
Yeah.
I have gone into
Yes.
that Funko Pop store
Yes.
in the mall, and I'm a hater. And the trap is
they get the one thing that is hyper specific to you.
Yeah.
even if you don't even if you're going in there to be like, what the fuck is this store? It is an instant trap where you start looking for things you recognize.
Yes.
And then when you see them, the dopamine hits, and you're like, "There's the character, the obscure. How obscure are they gonna get?
Yes.
Wow, that obscure.
Wow, I can't believe they made
Yeah.
that guy into
And they always do, because that's the beauty, is they're the simple dolls. In fact, when we were in Barnes & Noble, I saw a Big Mom one that was really big, One Piece character, and I was like, shit, I might just.
No, you can't though, because there's good Big Mom.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like
I know.
as
Then
a
immediately
as a-
you go, oh, I could just get a good thing.
that's,
For
a
almost
lot of
the
people
same
don't.
price.
They stop there. They
Yeah.
don't like as a cartoonist who gives such a shit about character designs and I
Yeah.
collect a lot of figures. I'm one of those guys, and it's because like I draw power from them. I look at them and I'm
Yeah.
like, look at those choices. and when
Walking
you-
into Alex's house is like walking into Willy Wonka's factory almost.
it is insane.
Can you make an expression when I say that? You were that was so fucking insane.
No, I was
He's not wrong. He's right. It's true.
No.
Yeah.
It's because I was thinking, I was like walking in there. It's walking in Willy Wonka's factory. If he was obsessed with pornographic anime.
One time I made a comment about like not one. I think I told Grace I was like worried about displaying some One Piece cards. And she's like, it's too late to be worried about that. And it like bowled me over. I'm like, of course, yeah.
People are going to be like, okay, I like the Gachapon Gengar bookenders, but where I draw the line is
you remember,
One Piece
you had a
cards.
direct
Bro,
pull.
I've looked at your shit in your house many times. I like the shit in your house.
Point being is those Funko Pops are like an affront to God to me, where I'm like, it takes away all the beauty of the artistry of these characters that you supposedly like.
All the difference, all the
Yeah.
individuality of the expression of whatever the character
I don't know
was,
why
yeah.
I know it's such a weird thing because you're like I think maybe what we all feel because I feel like all of us feel some type of way about them, and I think it's because they feel like they are targeted at us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say
When
they're
you say it's
insulting,
condescending,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
yes, yeah.
it's
yeah.
like because
they're
that's
trying
what
to catch me. Yeah,
me, people with our exact interests are the people they're trying to trick.
It's like, well, when you think about, I'm someone who's collecting anime figures or something, you are hyper aware of this like consumerist angle and how fucked up it is that like you're spending money this way.
Yes.
On it just there's an ickiness to it
Yeah.
that you'd like to not think about,
Right.
and Funko Pops are like maybe honest in a way.
yeah,
Where it's cutting through all the bullshit and making you think about like, no, you're only buying this because you want to be able to spend money on a thing you like and display as an emblem to everybody.
And I'd like to say that like I do agree with all of this, and I really don't like them. But I saw these kids like truly getting excited in a genuine way about this, and I'm like, that's awesome for them.
Stupid.
That's
fucking
really
kids.
come
They don't know
on.
better. I mean, they don't know better.
Get with the fucking program,
Sorry.
okay? We're actually supporting each other in this
Oh.
world now.
Oh, cool. You saw a character you like. I mean, grow up, dude.
I'm spreading love. Like
So funny because
like
the alternative in my mind is like, no, they should be buying like $150.
Yeah.
Like,
18-year-old
yeah.
with no money that just wants to show they like Jujutsu Kaisen to the other people on their fucking dormitory floor. Actually, sir,
I don't know.
that is not artist accurate.
There's a Band Presto model from 2019 that's
Yeah.
actually really fantastic, and you could still get it for about $200 anyway if you look.
It's on the secondary market at this point, but it's really worth the investment. Yeah.
If you join these subreddits, you can maybe get an alert when they reprint it in a couple years.
Literally just people who are just like, oh, cool, a thing I like. I just want to have that on my desk at my job that makes me want to fucking kill myself. And we're like, actually, sir.
seeing a kid like buy the normal edition of Hellsing instead of the deluxe edition, being like, okay, poor ass.
We're the bad guys.
Yeah, I think we are.
We're the
bad guys.
losers.
I think maybe.
Let people enjoy things. You know that?
What?
Let people enjoy things.
Let people enjoy. Now, what is the voice though?
It's the.
Why is
That
Mr.
feels
Burns
accurate.
saying it?
That feels okay. No,
It's the comic of him holding the lips together, but then he was also.
Yeah, but
talking
what
like
is the
that.
voice that you're doing?
the guy with his lips being held. He's conflating who has the lips
Yeah.
being held.
Yeah,
It's
you're
kind of-
He's
getting
holding him, but
confused.
he's also doing that voice.
He's also pursing his
He's
lips.
it's a whole thing.
When we were talking about Dick's Sporting Goods, we were talking about an experience of going into a store and the things you see on the shelves are promising something to you. You go into the camping section of Dick's Sporting Goods, and the camping stuff, it's telling you you're going to have certain experiences. That's why you're going to buy it.
Right.
Because this grill is telling you you're going to grill for all your friends. This camping thing, you're going to become a camping guy now and experience nature and
This
hike. And,
beautiful giant Big Mom figure is going to tell me that I'm going to grow old with many children sired by my side. Beautiful family.
no, not quite. But I would say Barnes & Noble, I had a similar reaction to. Very specifically, you walk through and you're like, you see books and you're like, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read
Yeah.
more, and I'm
Oh,
gonna learn
yeah.
more, and I'm going to dive back into the classics. I was looking at Anton Chekhov's On Love or About Love, and I was like, I should read this, and then I'm gonna know about that.
It
I've had that book
feels
sitting above my mantelpiece for years.
Have you ever read it?
Not yet.
you don't read
This
books.
is the thing. Here's another thing. I mean,
Read articles.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
I have been reading more in the last few months, which made me excited to go here because maybe I'll find something. Two things. One, I always have stuff that I haven't read, and I should always just read the stuff that I have because I have it for a reason, right? I have a ton of Ursula Le Guin stuff because I love her, and I should just read more of her stuff.
Best.
I just started
one of the
a
best
new Ursula
ever.
K. Le Guin series that I had not heard of called Gifts that she wrote in the 2000s, and it's so fucking good.
Ooh,
it's
I haven't read
really good.
That's late.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, because I was looking at all the Nebula Award winners, and I was just like, which of these authors do I not know? And then I saw it was like an Ursula K. Le Guin one that I was like, I have no idea what the series is. It's not Earthsea, it's not the Hanish Cycle, and it's really good.
Wow.
Growing up, my favorite, I was not like very early, but I would say in my teens, like when I was really starting to develop my own tastes, my favorite author was Ray Bradbury. And some of my other favorites were people like Harlan Ellison or Philip K. Dick, who are sort of in the same genre.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Bradbury is an awesome author because he's extremely Protestant in the most beautiful way. He's like the best version of a Protestant guy, where he's like, the world is super beautiful in this specific way.
Yeah.
In a specific way that, God is real, definitely.
God is real.
And love is real, and books and art is important.
He's like, it's like a fairy tale to him. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, it literally is. Everything that he says is about this like high-minded shit. Anyway, sorry, I could talk about books for a while. That's not really what
it's the Barnes and
We
Noble.
are
so I think this
talking
is the
about
place to do it.
books.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm saying I could talk, for example, Ursula Le Guin. I read The Dispossessed a few weeks ago.
that
I finished
book
it.
is maybe my favorite of all time.
I think
I
she
have
has,
been
she's
thinking
over the last
about it for
dude,
weeks.
She's become in the last couple of years. I read The Dispossessed and immediately read The Left Hand of Darkness, and then worked my way through most of her books. And I think she's the best science fiction author, man. I think it's fucking perfect.
The whole reason that I mentioned Ray Bradbury is because it's like Ursula Le Guin came, like, I read the first of her things that I've ever read, Left Hand of Darkness, because it's about non-binary people. And I read it last year. It was one of the best things I've ever read.
That's what it's about?
It's about a planet of them.
No, those were aliens, dude.
it got everything right. The Kemmering is all real.
Yeah,
the Kemmering, we all like that.
So non-binary people, they asexual till they not?
A whole planet of people walking around going, I was watching the latest Fleischer Brothers documentary.
You fuck.
Oh, man.
Every non-binary person I know was stranded in the cold with another lover for a very long time.
For many years, and didn't have sex with them.
No, of course
and it's
not.
the horniest thing you've
Yeah.
ever read.
Shit.
Because they didn't fuck.
That's like, out of everything I read, that's her warmest book. That's like the most like... Wow,
Yeah.
there's some real.
My thing with Ursula with Gwyn, it's like, what if it was a science fiction author who was as good about writing their little worlds as they were about like two humans talking to one another normally?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I know, for real.
Like, there's so much science fiction that I love, but it's
I read so much Asimov, and I roll my eyes every time where I'm like, you're a fucking nerd, man.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
like, you're so about. This is really just to brag about how you know this shit.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who wrote Childhood's End? Arthur C. Clarke, I think.
Yeah.
He's the same way of like, you read it and it's like, and it's great, but it's like, you're a fucking nerd.
I need my sci-fi to be like druggy like Philip K. Dick, or just like genius humanist like Le Guin.
Yeah,
But
where
that's
it's
the
like
thing
it's
about-
fully, this is a metaphor, dumbass.
Yeah.
It's
That's
all
the
about
point,
It's all about philosophy and like how people think and where they're coming from in the culture. And discovering that at kind of an advanced age, like 28, and like having it rank among the stuff that like was formative for me, because it's in the same sci-fi genre, but I'm like, it's as good or better than my favorite book of all time. Like which is The Illustrated Man. If you want to get into Ray Bradbury, the Illustrated Man is an incredible short story collection. But it's
Huck Finn's my favorite book.
Why?
Beautiful story.
What's beautiful about it? The
Just
carpetbaggers?
That's scary.
And that's part of what makes it so good. The highs and lows.
Fucking terrifying. Whew. Would not want those guys coming around my house. The carpetbaggers.
I hate those fuckers.
No, you know what?
Oh,
Here's
boy.
my theory, though. I don't think there's been a lot compared to all the other people we've referenced. There have never really been that many good, I think, Le Guin adaptations into movies or shows that I've gotten.
No,
people-
you really have
so-
the Ghibli one, and that's not a very good
that people
one.
hate. Yeah.
I'm wondering, it seems like it would be a very difficult task.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The ones that I've read, The Left Hand of Darkness, The Dispossessed, it's like, these are not, I don't know if they would make compelling
They're not-
movies.
they're-
I genuinely have never seen like the Foundation adaptation, like all this shit. Like nobody ever gets it right.
No.
I feel like that stuff just needs to be left as
You
a
could
book.
do Earthsea. Have you guys read Earthsea?
Earthsea is like the young adult.
Earthsea is
I haven't read
like, but also even with Earthsea, I'm like, I don't want to see.
I know. I don't want
it.
I don't want
So I guess
it.
I'm just coming down against adaptations. in
yeah.
general.
I'll make a pitch. I'll make a pitch to our listeners.
If you think you could write a successful adaptation of an Ursula K. Le Guin book, these three Hollywood elite will use their connections to get that script seen by a low-level executive that will throw it away immediately.
The only ones I ever want to see adapted are the ones that people are like, you could never adapt Ubik. You can never adapt.
Yeah.
Ubik would be
McCarthy."
awesome.
Yeah, like,
Ubik would be
Scan-
awesome.
It's also like, I like
Blood
Scanner
Meridian.
Darkly.
I think you could. I think
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
absolutely adapt Blood Meridian. I don't get why people are so crazy about
Yeah.
it. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Ubik, I get, but still, I think someone should try.
Ubik absolutely fits into a genre of Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
Like the tech thriller.
We've had like those conspiracy thrillers where you're losing your
Yeah.
mind. Like that's been
so.
done.
I mean,
Yeah.
Inception is like.
Can I go back
The obvious
10
thing.
full minutes?
Yeah.
I would like to say one more thing
Okay.
about before we go.
Before I go
past-
back 10 full minutes?
Yeah.
Rewind the clock.
If
off
anybody
time,
out there listening wants to learn 4 or 5 new slurs for capitalists, read The Dispossessed,
Yeah.
because I have been calling things propertarian for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You propertarian fuck.
Oh man, that book's so
10
good.
minutes ago, you said you saw an Anton Chekhov book that you thought of buying.
Yeah.
I saw a scale model of Anton Chigurh's cattle gun from No Country for Old Men.
And what's a shame for everybody
it's
else who will ever live is they will not have the experience that I did of looking Luke in the eye while he stumbled through that, because I've never felt closer to you. I saw such
Cattle gun.
I'm now picturing a literary device called Chigurh's gun.
Chigurh's gun.
Yeah.
Chigurh's
Anton-
prawn.
If you see
Chigurh's compressed air rifle.
if you see a compressed air rifle in the first
You know that it's going to be
In the
used.
first
You know
act.
you're not going to learn how much you would lose a coin toss.
Yeah.
Did we have any employee interactions in Barnes & Noble?
Did I have any employee interaction?
I asked a
No, not
woman
really.
where the bathroom was.
How'd it go?
It went well, and I did think about. I wanted her to know that I was maybe gonna buy something, and I wasn't just going. So I waited till I got to the top floor where I thought the bathroom was. I didn't just ask the first employee I saw.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you're asking someone on the third floor, you're already in the store.
It's like, well,
Yeah.
I'm here. I might as well take a big
Asking
shit.
someone
I mean,
on the first floor where the bathroom is on the third floor, and they're like, I don't know.
and then, can you take me?
Can you go up? Ask someone
know.
upstairs. Why
We're
would
not
I
allowed-
know?
We're not allowed up there.
I work here.
Beautiful caste system within Barnes and Noble.
Don't say that.
Oh, okay. I see. I hear that. I heard it come out of my mouth, and I see that. Yeah, I should say that.
Can I'll say one negative thing about Barnes and Noble, because we've all been very
There's plenty.
Not
yeah.
red like Borders.
okay.
Where's Spot the Light?
Was Spot the Light? 10 times Luke was on the money. I don't like the experience of browsing for books that you have no context with. It's not pleasant to me, because you're looking at shelves and shelves of books that have no context, fiction especially, and like crime novels and things like that, all have just a random fucking name and a cover, and you're supposed to like figure out, like, that's not I don't know
Is
how
this
I would
something
ever.
that's fixed in other bookstores for you?
No.
Okay,
I'm just
so
saying.
you
I'm
just
saying,
don't like looking at books.
I mean, you're just
in
describing
a store.
why bookstores don't exist anymore. Is basically it.
I'm basically
I
saying
love
that.
this.
I
I
know,
could spend
I
like
feel the same way,
I mean,
yeah.
I prefer.
There's-
And let
there's-
me be very clear
Yeah.
too. I love Barnes and Noble. I prefer a local bookstore.
Sure.
I could spend
Thank
the
you.
Iliad out here.
Pussy.
I know we're not talking about local bookstores.
The fucking
Fine.
shit. The inventory sucks at those things. And then they say, "Oh, we get it on
The
back order."
inventory
Bitch, we'll go to
sucks.
Amazon.
Well, I bring it up for the comparison, which is one thing that you don't get at Barnes & Noble that you do get at a local bookstore or a used bookstore, is that treasure hunting aspect.
Yeah.
Where you go in with like this goal. You don't know exactly what you're looking for, but you're going to dig around and
Yeah.
try to
I
find
feel like
something.
that's much more fun in a local bookstore or even a used bookstore.
Right.
In a used bookstore, things have stories, and you can sort of feel that, like, this was published
A
in
used bookstore is really
1961
what I
and it's
mean, yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
and that's what appeals to me.
I like that the art is like a very weird confluence of things at that time.
Yeah. But I will say books specifically are something that I generally have the best luck with buying off of recommendations.
Sure.
Right? And if I'm getting something off of a recommendation, I might as well get it online. Right?
Well, that's great. No, so the way I do it is I don't keep a list.
Kinda
I just try to
dismissive.
remember
Well, that's great.
recommendations.
That's nice. That's great. Good for you.
Alec about to school DBJ on buying books in
That's-
10 straight seconds.
Are you asleep?
No, I'm just kind of trying out some stuff.
Okay.
I just think it's nice. I'm
awake.
such a fan of going to get a book and bringing a book home. And I do have
do
a
like
problem
that.
where
I
I
do like
don't read as quickly as I buy. Both Casey and I have that problem. We have stacks of books at home. We also love going and just buying more and more. And if it's a used bookstore, I'm like, oh, look at this great edition of a book I'm probably never going to read. I'll do that too. But like, yeah, I could spend forever in a bookstore. And if I'm recommended something, I store it in my head. I forget about it. The next time I'm in a bookstore, I'm like, oh, right, this person said I should check this one out. I wonder if they have it. That's part of the experience for me.
I had that experience today. I was looking at Drifting Classroom, and I was like,
That one's so good.
I should get this because it was a very nice volume. Also,
They're
It was-
beautiful. The new prints they did are so
yeah,
good.
and the
Is that
print quality.
Junji Ito book?
No, it's Kazuo Omez. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also horror. you know?
I gotta be honest. I would say I read pretty much every night. I do before I go to bed, and I've read.
Luke talking about the back of his chips.
I'm reading the back. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. I like the story they
The
tell.
story.
Yeah. I like the story they tell about where it came from,
Yeah.
or where the flavors
How it
were. What
started.
part of the beautiful wide
What are they-
tapestry of human life?
I
this
wonder
is.
what these chips are committed to.
Okay. Yeah. Great. No, I mean, I haven't read. I very rarely read physical books, and it's not that I don't prefer it, like I do, but the ease of like, I've read most books in the last like 15 years on the Kindle app on my phone, and simply put, just because it's like, reading books are like, oftentimes I just like have a book I'm working through that like I'll do, like I'm at the doctor's office, I read the book there. But before bed I read the book, and at a certain point I'm like, well, the phone is the thing I always have, you know, and it's
Yeah,
like
this
it just is where I take in most of the literature I read.
I had on my stream, and not to talk about my stream, twitch.tv/deadblossom. But last week I was doing a wrestling show where I made a bunch of wrestlers in the WWE game. And I pitted them against each other.
The WWE game is reading.
No, let me finish
what the
the
hell's
story.
wrong with you? You
Let me-
freak. What the hell?
Let me finish the story. Okay? Luke, you're doing visual bits on a podcast.
I'm not.
And subtle visual bits also, not like big physical stuff.
Shooting in 4K, dude.
He's
that
doing
means I
film
can be
acting.
subtle with it.
You're in a mood, dude.
Yeah.
You're in a fucking mood.
Yeah.
But I was pitting, one of the matches was which is the best book ever printed.
Did you make
And-
personifications of the books?
I did.
I
That's
hope you
okay,
didn't.
that's
Did
pretty
you do
good.
Bible versus Quran? Because I do not think you should.
Neither of them made the cut. No, neither of them were in there.
Neither of those made the cut as contenders for the best book ever written. Something
Yeah.
isn't adding up.
You can't get out of this one. You're gonna say the wrong
you're
thing
eating
no matter
shit
what
no
you
matter
do.
how
Yeah.
you go.
For example, one of the books was America You Sexy Bitch by Megan McCain and Michael Ian Black.
Okay, all right.
That made
yeah.
the
I
cut.
didn't know
Okay,
they
all
wrote
right,
a book together.
And
That's so funny.
Was it because they have like opposite viewpoints?
yeah, even though
They're
don't.
like buddies. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
That's so funny.
We have
they've
opposite viewpoints.
defended each other.
Michael Ian Black jump scare in the new Superman movie.
Really crazy.
crazy.
Really
I forgot
crazy.
about
Felt
that.
shocking to me.
But then I was like, oh, of course James Gunn is fucking friends with this guy.
Yes.
Like I was like, that actually tracks harder than anything that those guys are like in Twitter DMs talking about the crazy conservatives.
I have not been taken more out of a movie,
Yeah.
maybe ever, than when I saw Michael Ian Black, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm watching a movie."
yeah.
Seeing
Why is
Michael
he working?
Seeing
Yeah.
Michael Ian Black in the movie was the same as like seeing an unfinished 3D effect. If the big monster in Superman showed up and was like a wireframe, it would have shocked me
Oh,
less
right,
than
yeah.
seeing Michael Ian
Yeah,
Black.
yeah,
Yeah. But in the book match, who was another contestant? It was the phone. The phone, my dear boy. The ultimate book.
Did the phone win?
No, it lost. The phone, my dear boy, the Torah one.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So you put the Torah in,
Yeah,
but
what the
not the
hell?
Quran or the Bible?
I just didn't want to start stuff, you know.
You put one in.
I mean, that's
But
almost
it won too.
Okay.
that's almost, starting more stuff by saying that's the one.
That's beside the point. Basically, the phone is the ultimate book.
I can't read on my phone. I don't think I could do that.
Really?
I actually
I
can't
read
either.
articles and
Articles
everything.
are the perfect
Yeah.
length. Anything longer than that, I'm not sure I can focus on my phone or any screen. When it's like a physical thing, I find it's so much easier for me to lock in. I'm less distracted. It feels like, I don't know, I read better. And I read faster.
I
To
read
be
comics
honest-
on an iPad. I'll read manga
Yeah,
on like
yeah.
the Shonen Jump app, and I'll read with like a book light in bed.
I
it,
agree.
yeah.
Here's the thing. To be very clear, I agree with you. It's just that over time, I'm like, what I hate is when I'm working on a book and I forget to bring it somewhere. And
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
like,
okay.
well, if it's on the phone, it's like, at least I know that I'm not going to forget to bring this on vacation.
I
okay.
love bringing a book with me.
I was
to
gonna say,
places. It's so
Where the
nice.
fuck are you putting it?
A vacation.
It's nice
You
to-
put it in your bag.
I don't carry a bag.
I never read more than I read on a vacation. That
Yes.
my brain switches into
Yes.
here we go.
I love reading
yeah.
on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to carry a book around.
I don't like it.
Set the
I'm-
book
Who are
down.
you?
I'm
It's
a
like,
fan.
oh,
Thing.
I am mighty. What are you going
Oh
to do?
my God.
Fucking read a passage to me? Get that
You
shit
you
out
get
of
an
here.
Airbnb, you have your book on the table all weekend, you pick it up, put it down, whoever you're staying with is like, what are you reading? You know, like that's all.
That is
I-
nice. Okay, all right. That is nice.
I frequently, due to my personality, show up 20 minutes early to things or 30 minutes early to things, and then I'm just in my car waiting for it to not be weird to enter the
And
function.
you know what's so much weirder?
Yeah.
When I look out my window and you're just sitting there in your car. Happens to me
Which you know-
really once a week.
Yeah,
I
which
mean,
you-
all the time.
Yeah,
Just
you
come
know.
in. It's so much worse to just be out there. At least park down the
but
street
that's
where I
my
can't
time.
see
But
you.
that's my time.
Right. So park
right?
down the street where I can't see you.
But
You're
that's-
like a
no,
guy at a
that's-
stakeout, but you're not.
But I'm not
No.
hiding.
Yeah.
At your friend's house.
But it's like that's not work time yet, right? So I can't come into the house because then I'm working.
It's cool because
That's
this
still
is exactly
my
the
time.
same logic that my high school girlfriend's dad used about why he sat in the car in perfect silence for 20 minutes before he came in from work every day.
Yeah. No, that I actually
Yeah.
agree with him. And
No, but that was bad.
huh? And to that extent, sitting in that car waiting for it to be the right time to go in, perfect time to read a book for 20 to 30 minutes.
I've never read in my car.
Honestly,
I've
it's a
never
perfect
thought. I've
place.
never thought of it, to be honest.
It's a perfect place. You
I've
got it on
never-
the dash.
book in my
I've read in the
car.
back of a car on a trip. So yes, okay, but
Sure.
I've never
I've never
in
read
the
in a
driver's
car.
seat.
I'm
read
not
in a-
driving.
Well,
I'm not
but you're in the
like,
driver's seat, right?
Yeah, I'm in the driver's seat.
Okay, that's what I didn't mean driving. I meant in the
Yeah.
driver's seat.
My
I never read a
neighbors
book.
are like, why the fuck is there this person that shows up in front of Luke's house and just reads a fucking book? Scary.
Is there enough room? Aren't you afraid of accidentally like getting into the book and honking and whoa, oh
and
my god.
honking.
that
yeah.
would be scary.
Yeah.
It's kind of immersive if it's a book about
Cars.
cars.
If you're reading what's the Stephen King car book? Yeah, that one.
Christine, yeah.
Christine, yeah.
Honking.
Samantha.
Reading Christina honking every time. Car's back.
Car's back. Here comes the car. Here comes the car.
Honking to show you agree with the book. Oh.
One honk is I like what's happening. Two honks is I don't like what's happening.
One long honk is I really like what's happening.
Yeah.
Should we sum up
Anyway.
our thoughts
Anyway.
on Borders?
I scoot the
It's
seat.
not, it's not.
I scoot the seat back.
We're on fuck.
I scoot the seat. And Borders is red and Barnes & Noble is green, by the way.
And Books A Million, who can keep it straight anymore?
You scoot the seat back,
Okay.
Okay.
and then
I'm listening.
you kick those shoes off.
Wow, you
You
really
stick them up on the windshield.
God, that's...
Do you actually do that?
No.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I don't actually do that.
You know, I learned recently, because I'm a guy that I feel like oftentimes when I'm in the passenger seat, I'll put my feet up. I learned that's a really easy way to die.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh,
You
it's
get- you
really
get
bad.
pretzeled. You
Somebody,
get,
and then I heard that, I was like, one of those things where you're like, well, yeah, of course.
I
Like,
know,
why-
yeah.
like,
Shoot
you're
your
like,
leg bone into your
obvious.
brain.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I can't. It was like, yeah. Why would it not happen like that? And I haven't done it since. The more you know. Should we sum up our feelings on Barnes and Noble?
I think we should. And Luke, I was debating whether or not to have this conversation on mic or off mic, and I decided to have it on mic.
I shouldn't have touched your shoe just then.
No, I liked when you touched my shoe just then. I like that. That was
what
fine.
do you not like?
I wanted to bring this up. I believe we should have a grading system. Or I think that we have been doing it for a few episodes. But going into Barnes & Noble today, I'm like, because I was thinking, the way that we've done it so far, Alec, is should this store continue to exist?
Like, do you like it? Basically?
Do you like it? Do you think it should continue to exist? And do you think it will continue to exist?
Will continue.
That's
like
a good
in the
question.
greater
That's
capitalist
great.
concept.
Yep.
Which I think are still good questions. However, I thought about it and I'm like, I had such a good time at Borders. Fuck.
It's Borders. It's
Borders
basically
is great.
Borders.
I had such a good time.
I could see the bathroom tokens at Borders clearer than I can see my own mother's eyes.
That's really scary. That's a really scary thing to hear.
His mom's eyes are ugly.
Yeah, busted ass eyes. Like a beetle.
I thought about, am I going to give Barnes & Noble the same exact rating as Dick's Sporting Goods or something? Like that.
Wait, what did
feels
you
like,
give Dick's?
I said, yes, I like it. It should continue to exist and it will. And it's like,
That's
I've said
not,
that,
yeah, you need
I've
a
said
number.
that for almost every single one. I think we should have a number. I think we should have a number. Or at least, okay, let me pitch a couple of things. First off, on a segment.
You can give me another category of should, would, maybe could it exist, something like that. You can fit in that.
If I don't get to give a number ranking, I'm going to feel
This is also pleasurable for the guest. For their pleasure,
Think
for the
about
sake
me.
of their pleasure.
Think about the number I
don't
want
care
to
about
say.
the guess. I mean, you can listen to a million podcasts where you can get a number ranking. This is the only one that you get the should, would ranking.
I feel like
Maybe mood.
Mood?
It's the mood that it puts you in. And then you rank that out of 10.
now you're doing the shit I do.
know.
Now you're doing the shit that I do. Don't pull that. I'm just saying, like, I have
What do you want
urge.
the ranks? What do you want to do? You want to say, oh, I give it a 7.8? I mean, where
Okay.
does it end?
So there's two things I'll pitch at you.
Okay.
Okay. One is we use the ranking from ILB Rank, the segment that we did several weeks ago.
I barely.
It's a letter ranking that is S to S stores. So STORES.
I see. Okay.
So S being the highest and S being the lowest. Because the word begins and ends with the same letter. And then T would be the second highest.
Does T
O
stand
would
for
be
something?
third highest.
Does
O would
T
be the
stand for something?
No.
Terrific.
Terrific.
Super.
Super terrific.
terrific.
Oh my god. Really bad and sucks.
Extremely.
And-
and we need
Really
to
bad.
eat
I missed.
Really bad, extremely bad, and
sucks.
and shit.
and shit.
There we go.
And
Superb.
shit.
And
then
you
O
guys
would be
can do that,
okay.
but I'm not going to give mine. Out of to show where I stand on this.
And then my second pitch is we would give it a rating at 1 out of 100 store points. So those are my two pitches.
One of those is way funnier and more thought out.
just giving it a fucking letter grade like school. Yeah,
That's kind of what appeals to me about store points, though, is that it's like
No,
nothing.
Because here's the thing, I can't argue with how much I laughed at store points.
Exactly. How good is it?
Because I'm like, okay, 1 out of 100. What's the gimmick?
There's no gimmick.
Oh,
it's
they're
1
called
out of
store points.
They're called store points, and that's how many points the store got.
That's really getting me.
I like it, but
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I am going to abstain from that portion every single episode for the rest of the podcast.
That's so fucking crazy. You cannot do that.
Yeah, I'm going to though.
You can't do that.
I think we should, and this is just my producer opinion, I think we should use an interim stores rating system, but then we should put together a consortium and put together a rating system. Like I do want a rating system, but I want something inspired by like old GamePro magazines where we're looking at like how often
the
do you want to go
faces,
back
yeah.
to this store?
Yes.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the fun
It's like
factor?
Each category.
I think
yeah.
because I think we should go.
I
We
think
could go off
categories
of the
is-
should and could
I think
and would.
shut up with this.
How good were
fucking
the
wood
store's
shit.
graphics?
We'll hash this
Fucking
out.
good,
We'll
Barnes
hash
Noble.
this out. I think that there is a craving, at least in me and probably in our
Audience,
guests.
if you make your voice known,
We're gonna make
do
this
you-
decision weeks before they hear this
Do
episode.
you want a number
Weeks
rating?
before
Or do
they
you
hear
like
this
should
episode.
and would? Let me get.
We're
let's-
not going to
let me-
wait 4 weeks for them
let's
to
let
hear
our
this.
shoulder and wooders in the chat. Let me hear you scream. I want to see some fan art of the should and would system.
Right. Okay.
But I say provisional use of STORES.
Cool.
Okay.
And I'll be abstaining.
Okay.
I'll
Pat,
just
you have to
give
make him
Luke's
do it.
ranking.
You have
Can't
to
make me do it.
You have to compel him
I'm
to do
allowed
it.
to abstain until there's a rating system that I agree with.
And if he says that one more time, you got to come over and physically rough him up.
All right, yeah.
Okay?
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Are you going to abstain?
We'll see.
We don't have to talk about this, but we should at least. It's going to be crazy to not mention the Barnes and Noble criteria and 50% off sale. We just now that we've mentioned it,
Right.
you're not going to get comments.
Yeah.
It's been addressed.
Right.
And we
It's
can go
out
back
in
to
the
rank.
open.
I felt like I needed to get that out before we wrap.
Yeah.
I really thought you were going to say it, and I don't know why. There's no reason for it. And we really have to address Luke is wearing a silly outfit.
Man,
Surprise!
Why did you think that?
I don't even think it's a silly outfit.
No, it's pretty normal. Pretty
It's
normal
just
shit.
pants,
So normal.
t-shirt.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Alec, let's
Yeah.
hear from you first.
Is an angle here that if you rank it S, you don't have to say which one?
Nah, you gotta say.
You got to say.
All right.
I think you got to say.
I think it would be clear if I said S. It would be clear that
because it's not getting shit.
the
Are we
upper S.
also
getting
doing the should and could? Or
I would
are
love to
those,
do
are
all
those out?
I want every question possible.
I'd like those to stay in, no matter what the rating.
Yeah, we
system
can keep
is.
those. So let's
Okay.
actually start. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you think that the store should continue to exist? Would you like it to continue to exist?
Absolutely.
I think so too.
I-
I think we're
I-
all in agreement that we like
I
it.
like Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
I
Bookstore-
like going there.
And this specific brand of bookstore, even I think it's still fun.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
got a spot.
I
And
think
I hope it doesn't take away from local bookstores or used bookstores
do.
or anything like that.
to
but-
me, I like that there's one left.
Yeah.
I know there's others. I like that this is the last one.
Yeah.
I prefer everyone spend their money at local bookstores and used bookstores, but
Not me.
there if I'm going to go to the mall or if I'm going to go to some shopping center, I'm so happy to have the option to go to a
Yes.
Barnes and Noble.
Of all the shitty
like-
stores that you could come into contact
Yeah.
with, you're like, oh, Barnes and Noble. That is a perfect place for me to kill an hour while I wait for.
It's nice.
whatever.
it
It
hits like
feels
5
good.
different interests. I'm
Yes.
so happy to be in
It
there.
doesn't feel like dirty, like you're indulging in something bad. It feels like
It's not a porno store,
it's a gay porno store only.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah, you
which
can
is
only get
which is beautiful and clean.
some of the cleanest porn. I think that it should continue to exist. I would like it to.
I do
Well,
too.
well, I would be sad if this sort of thing went away, and I think it will. I think it's got a spot in the world. You don't think so?
Well, let's move. Oh,
I
sorry.
think all stores have will eventually fade. I
Yeah.
think maybe you should
No.
start getting
No.
used to the
In the
getting.
coming
Is
apocalypse.
Is Costco going to go away? No, Costco is going.
I
to
think
become,
Costco will literally be the last store on
Yes.
Earth.
I
really
believe.
do
I believe it will be.
We're gonna, because
The thing that-
Costco is the closest thing to a government food line that we have.
Costco just
Yeah.
announced that they're going to start building housing on top of their Costco's,
and I'll be living there.
And it's like
and they have gas stations. They like you could totally.
it
never
is
leave
a
a
pharmacy.
It is a
Yeah.
self-sufficient
Mhm.
fucking world
Yeah.
in the
Mhm.
Costco, and that's the world that we're going to live in.
I just can't believe that their like tagline for so long was Costco, where the cops go.
It rhymes. You just spit in my face,
Laughing at my own joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
like in my eye.
I'm sorry.
That was so crazy.
It's like Petco, but
You said Costco where the cops go, and then looked me in the eye and spit in my eye.
let me like this. Oh, I've been listening to the new Lord album a lot. It's very good. Do people like it?
Lord is
Shout
back.
out in the comments.
Lord is back. Let's just be honest with each other. Let's stop fucking around and lying to
Should
ourselves.
She's back.
I think we got to get through this and do Luke's segment
Should-
before he fades completely.
I'm actually not faded. So actually don't even tell me that like an impetuous child. I'm not tired.
This is the first time we've ever tried recording in the evening, and
I like my
and
energy.
Luke is definitely acting like it.
like this. Oh. So I also think it should exist. Now, Alec, we move to will it exist?
I think it will hold on as the last chain bookstore for at least 20 more years.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's
I think
my
it's gonna.
prediction.
I think it's gonna kick around. It might shrink or expand with the times, but
Mhm.
there's gonna be locations.
Well, I was doing
like
I
the
was-
one in the Americana. I don't see it going
I
anywhere.
know
That's
it'll
a
always
fixture.
be there because
Yeah.
it like is the like they will exist in those like sort of surgically in like implemented spots of like this is a place built to walk around in. So this is another
part of the ecosystem.
Yes,
you know how many times I go there just waiting before a movie starts?
Yes.
Like it's the one I want to. I can kill 20 minutes in Barnes & Noble before
Absolutely.
the previews. Yeah.
You ain't going to do that in the dang Cheesecake Factory. You should go sit down there and have a meal.
Okay.
There's a bar. You can go.
That's true.
And on the store's scale.
Oh, I went to Cheesecake Factory after I went to Barnes & Noble.
I was tempted because I've not been to the Cheesecake
I
Factory.
love
I had the
Cheesecake
have you ever had the Thai lettuce wraps? They're
No.
fucking amazing.
Okay.
I want
They
to
have everything.
I want to go to
It's so-
Cheesecake Factory so bad.
It's so good.
It's a great time.
It's a great time. It's beautiful.
It's a psycho restaurant,
Waiters
but
are
I love it.
beautiful.
It's
I know, it's great. It is really great.
On the store's scale, Alec. Where do you
Top
put it?
S.
Top S?
I'm like
Hard to disagree.
I'm scared to give something a perfect grade, but it is the platonic ideal of a chain store where I'm gonna be able to like I can think about criterions, I can think about manga, I can think about books, I could look at magic cards,
Porno.
I could read the gay porno that's very clean. I can do everything.
And it's in the plastic bag, too.
And I'm gonna open the plastic bag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a big scene. I'm gonna call a guy over. Can I open the plastic bag on this? I'll put
That
it back
doesn't mean
in.
I'm buying it.
I'm not. It does,
That doesn't. If I open the bag, I'm not
allowed to
buying
see
it.
what's
and
in
I'll just
there.
say I'm not buying it. I'm looking at it.
I'm just checking it. I have to take pictures of it for the podcast.
Yes, it's porno, and then I put it back in the bag and walk away.
Oh, yuck.
I make
put it
a, I
back
make
in
a
the
big
bag.
scene. I'm like reading each page, and then after like 20 minutes, I go, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, okay.
That's gross.
Wait a minute, these guys are naked.
I call a guy over, like, have you seen this? Why are you selling this here?
Looks like the photographer took a picture of a guy. He's hooked on the fence. His pants got hooked on the fence? Why would the photographer take the picture there?
Is your vision
What?
of gay porn like,
What the fuck
like a
is- what are you
Sluggo comic from like,
No, this is a real picture that I saw in one of the magazines.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
mean he was hooked on the fence?
He was walking along a fence, his farm boy.
Was it a comic strip?
yeah.
No, it was a fucking picture of a guy who was walking along a fence and his pants got hooked on
That's
the
so high
fence.
concept.
Oh, and it
That's
pulled
so-
him down.
And it
I
pulled
see,
him
okay.
down. It was an action shot.
That's pretty good. Okay. I'm not mad. I think it's great. I'm just
It was an action shot.
knowing that you saw it specifically. Okay. I thought that was your pull from thin air on what you thought was inside
that's
these.
also what I thought. Yeah,
I guess
there's like
I guess
a
it is a
farm
weird
boy
pull.
and it gets caught on a fence.
For me-
I thought you meant that Johnson got caught.
For
on a
me,
fence.
what makes a great store? Walking around experience, meditative walking around experience, the joy of looking at things, the joy of having as much time to think about things. It's nice to be in there, that you don't feel rushed, you feel like you're welcome. All of those things are hit. The things that you're buying in the store, they're books. What's better than books? There's nothing better than books to buy. You can't buy a better thing than a
It's the
book.
most dignified thing to buy.
And
It's a
they still have
dignified-
toys and shit if you don't want books.
If you're indulgent, it's got toys and shit.
Nothing feels better than like walking out with 2 Criterions, a nice big hardback cover, and a gay porn magazine.
Yep.
That's just beautiful.
and to do
I mean-
them all at the same time.
And
I'm
it's a
reading-
great day. And I didn't even talk about this. I love my little notebooks that I
oh,
write
they got
in.
moleskins there. Yeah.
I love my little notebooks, and they have such a great notebook collection. I am delighted by it. I'm glad that there's one so nearby that I didn't know. I've never been to that one, and I think I will be going back there a lot. I would be remiss if I did not put it at top S
Totally.
of stores.
And I'll ring this bell true. I think you said an exact thing. It's a perfect place to walk around. I would say, unlike a lot of stores where there are either too few or too many employees, right amount of employees. You
Yeah.
just need a few.
That's true.
We
That's
do.
so
we
true.
just you need to be able to go up to a desk and be like, hey, do you have this book? Okay.
Shouldn't
And then
feel abandoned.
it doesn't feel abandoned, but you're not getting your shit, like, get the fuck away from me. I don't need you here.
I was in a Bob's Discount Furniture. Those fuckers were
Dude,
not
those
leaving.
guys are on it.
They're on me.
Bro.
There's so many employees.
There's so many.
There was
and
like
you're the only
five
one
peop-
there.
I'm
Yeah.
the
They're all
only one there,
fighting
and
for
there were
commission.
5
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
There were 5 people all sort of watching me sit on couches and stuff.
Yep. All waiting.
And it's like-
they also have ice cream there. Did you see that? There's a little snack part of
What
Bob's.
at Bob's Discount
Yes,
Furniture?
There's little snacks. They also have lemon heads. We'll get on this on the Bob's episode. To sum up,
They got
my
lemon heads.
my ranking is gonna be perfect. S tier. I love
Triple
Barnes
S.
and Nobles. That's the first triple S store.
The first ranking and a perfect score.
Perfect score.
I mean, isn't that the best way to bring in a ranking?
Perfect score, perfect store. Man,
Yeah,
Perfect score, perfect store, perfect
score, perfect
Oh,
store.
that's going on a t-shirt.
That's going on a t-shirt.
You are sleepy.
I am.
And it's time for Luke's segment.
All right, Alec.
This is the best time for Luke to be
Yeah.
in charge.
I'm very excited about this segment. Now,
This is the best energy for Luke to have right before he's about to be in charge
make
for
sure
10
you
minutes.
don't look at the computer though, because you don't
Okay.
want any spoilers.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at Pat.
Now,
Eye contact.
I'm looking at Pat.
Mm-hmm.
the title of this segment is "The Amazing Monikers of Manga." Yes, I know I've got two incredibly big fans of the written and illustrated Japanese word.
That's
And
right.
Today I would like to test their knowledge on whether a title is real or fake. Now, you both know we're living in sort of the golden age of extremely long, convoluted manga and anime titles that basically make no sense.
That
And
are
you
full
wonder-
entire sentences or possibly even several sentences.
And you wonder, you're like, is it a translation thing? You're like, I think that would still sound crazy.
It's
in
a light
Japanese.
novel trend.
It's a light novel trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. Is I've got a mixture of fake. Get off your phone. A fake.
I'm checking.
Get off your
I
phone.
took a picture of one of these I saw in the store. And I
Really?
wanted to say, yeah, it's called "This Reincarnated Cross-Dressing Princess Won't Be Looking for a Fiance."
Okay, that's exactly, and that actually is exactly the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay.
So,
I just like the tone of that one. She won't be looking for a fiance. She's busy cross-dressing.
You hear that and you're like, what could chapter 200 of this?
Ah, shit. I guess
she's gonna look for a fiance.
Yeah.
There's
She definitely looks for a fiance.
Sure.
So that's the game. we're going to go through these. You've got to tell me, do you think it's real? Do you think or if it's a creation of Luke's twisted mind?
I think I'm going to have an extremely easy time of
Okay.
this.
I have no idea how I'll do this. All right, let's go.
I'm basing this off of my knowledge of Luke,
Okay.
not my knowledge of manga.
Oh, that's great strategy.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right, let's start with one. My girlfriend is a faithful virgin bitch.
Okay, so you said manga. Now this sounds like a different type of thing that would maybe be called something else, like a porno or.
That's still manga.
No, this could be so. This feels like it's a classic. This is a classic first one where it feels like it's a trick. I think you did a great job with this because it's obviously
Say it one
silly.
more time. Say it one more time.
My girlfriend is a faithful virgin bitch.
I think
Great sound alert for somebody
I
else's
mean,
Twitch
really
stream.
good. That's gonna be on my Twitch stream.
I'm gonna say
Pat, give me the
real.
raws after this.
I'm gonna go real. Yeah, I don't know if I think it's actually real, but I'm gonna guess real.
I believe it's real.
It is real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
And my strategy worked because you know what the thought was? Because I was like, you're right. It sounds like a trick.
Yeah.
It could be either.
Mm-hmm.
You would not use the word faithful. That is not a Luke word. That is not a Luke word.
That is such a crazy thing to say about another human being, but I agree. All right. Here's the second one. Here comes the slime made of panties.
Ooh.
This one's fake
I feel like this one's
because
fake.
it's reincarnated as a slime. Is like that's where he's starting off from. He's using the word slime.
Can we not metagame? Can we just enjoy ourselves?
This is
I
the
think
game.
the metagame is the entertaining part of this.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. My fault.
Yeah. So I think it's fake as well. So we're both saying fake.
Yeah.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
All right. Let's try
And
this.
can I say here comes? That's Luke. that's Luke.
Yeah. Here comes. It doesn't actually fit the same style as his other ones.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. All right. Well, now, okay. So now we've done the classic thing in a quiz. One real, one fake.
Right.
Where's number 3 going to go?
okay.
I guess that's classic.
Here's where number 3 going to go. Help, 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 sister butt.
Ooh.
Oh man. I would be surprised if it was real, but that is of course the point of this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with my gut and say fake.
It's fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit. Okay.
Help would not be how a
I know.
Yeah.
Honestly, can I be real? It's the first one on my list. It's when I was thinking of the fake ones. Just the phrase "help, help, help, sister" back into my mind, and it made me. I couldn't stop laughing.
I mean, it's really
Part
funny.
of this is also just sharing the ones.
Yeah,
I
it's
think are
funny.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
it's funny.
okay.
All right.
Every one of these has been pretty
Yeah.
funny.
All right.
I mean, they're all really funny.
What if the female manager of a high school baseball team read Drucker's management?
Real.
I believe that's fake. I believe that's fake.
Real?
I go real.
It's real.
What? What? What?
Well, so my first clue was that he stumbled on it, which I'm like, if he thought of it himself.
Yeah, I would not stumble. I would have practiced it. Yeah.
But also, it was so specific.
I know, and I feel like there's a trend where it's like the thing with like Jesus and the Buddha living together, where it's like this hypers. You're like, what? Why'd you make that?
You can't get there
crazy.
Trying to come up with a bit like that.
Oh my God!
All right.
She should have watched Moneyball.
Yikes, my head is now a basketball, and the girls in my class won't stop dribbling.
Yeah, I wonder if that one's real or fake. I wonder. That one's hard to tell, basically.
If he laughs like an idiot after
that's basically hard to tell. That's basically hard to tell.
Well, it's fake, but let me also say, it's so funny.
That's basically hard.
I'm envisioning like the first chapter.
Well, it happened. I woke up as a big basketball. Oh, God.
Anyway, I say fake.
Yeah,
Alec?
Fake.
Real. No, fake. Okay. I want you to make a disgusted face and show me your underwear.
Real.
I think that's real.
Absolutely.
That one to me is almost the most obvious.
That is like the when I think of those, that's one of the classics.
Oh, I wonder if this one's real. So basically, I'm just excited to find out whether this one's real or fake.
There was a version of this where I just read out a bunch of ones I wrote. Because they make me laugh too much. All right, ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's see if this is real or fake.
Luke, you gotta get it the fuck together, bro. All right. Do you want to give it to me?
No,
I'll read it.
No.
I'll read it, and it'll just be for Alec.
My twisted perversions have landed me in pedophile jail.
Again, if that was real.
Okay, all right. Well, that one's obviously fake, but here's a real one. My dad is the strongest on the planet, and I am a worm man.
I think that one's fake.
Yeah, that's fake.
Damn it! I really thought I was.
You sold it pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what gave it away to me. Is that
that I went too far in.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the time I got reincarnated as a level 1 sword fighter's pussy?
Yeah, that's fake.
It's real.
It's real. Yeah.
I'm fucking 2 points down.
Bro, it's real.
It's real.
It's real. The time I got reincarnated as a level 1 sword fighter's pussy.
It'd be so annoying to be a pussy. You can't even move.
It's all thought bubbles like Garfield going
Yeah.
pussy.
It's got eyes and the lips move. Anyway, it'd be cool to see.
Ma.
Whoa!
Sorry, I was being the pussy.
Man.
No, I was being the pussy.
Whoa! My body is Wait, hold on, sorry. Whoa! My body is a supercomputer run by shrunk down Yakuza.
This one, if you wrote this one, Luke, I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's real.
I need to say it's fake so I can make up points. I'm going to differentiate myself, so I'm going to say it's fake. I think you wrote it.
It is fake.
Nice.
Okay, I'm only 1 point behind. I'm only 1 point behind now.
All right,
I like that concept. I think that's got legs.
I was thinking.
No, that one is actually really good. It's Meet Dave,
and
but it's run by Yakuza.
Well, I was thinking it was like I was kind of thinking of Capone Beige, and I was like, if it was, or you were doing fucking Osmosis Jones.
I was about to say it's Osmosis Jones with the Yakuza.
But they're all Yakuza.
We're like 2 Yakuza games away from that actually happening.
Yeah.
A team of Yakuza has to save Bill Murray's life from within.
Yep.
That's so good as a movie.
All right.
I wonder if it's real.
Yep. Magic is real, but every time I use it, my wiener gets more gnarled.
Okay, yup. feels fake to me.
That's fake.
And gnarled also feels out of place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gnarled
I'll
is
go
you.
fake.
Gnarled
All
is.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's let it all come down to this. And this one I think is actually going to be hard. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is the final manga title. You tell me if it's real or fake.
Okay, Luke. Can you look me in the eye while you say it?
Yeah.
or-
I can't look both of you in the eye. I'll look at Pat.
Okay, yeah.
Huh. I guess life really does begin at conception.
This is a good one. I really can't tell.
This one's actually good because there's
Yeah.
definitely like the manga is of a guy who has consciousness from the moment he's born,
Right.
and he lives as like a newborn infant.
Right.
Well,
And also, I'm just going to throw this out. Japan's pretty conservative.
okay. Well, here's the thing: is I can't envision what the comic actually would be. So I'm gonna say fake. I can't get a grasp on what.
So I have to say real because it's the only way for me to tie the game.
But say what's in your heart.
I think it's fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah.
That's the one that my phone died and I was at lunch and I kept thinking of that phrase over and over and again so I wouldn't forget it. Okay, can I read a couple of my other ones just because I really like them?
Please.
Yeah.
The crime boss was a murderer and now he's a baby that licks toes.
Good.
Help, my teacher has turned into a gun.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That would actually
That's
help.
timely,
That would actually
yeah.
help. Actually.
I heard they're enacting that in some schools.
Yeah. You
You
actually have to. Do that.
Yeah.
The doctor said my obesity is giving me superpowers.
I like the doctor said as an intro. The doctor said. TikTok voice.
Oh, I think that's.
The doctor said
The doctor
my
said-
obesity is
This
giving me
doctor-
superpowers.
I think that's it. Oh, each of my nuts is a bomb, and if I don't crank off every day, they explode. That was
Yeah.
the other. That's kind of finishing it off.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for playing my game.
That was really fun. That was
That
really,
was
really
great.
good. That was really, really good, Luke.
Thank you. Well, before we get out of here, Alec, do you have anything you would like to plug?
Where can people find
Where can
you,
people
Alec?
find you, Alec?
And what can they find of you?
Okay, great. Thank you for asking me this. I think Twitter's still around. I'm on there at Alec Robbins. I'm on Blue Sky.
It's called fucking X.
I don't want to think about it.
It's the everything
I
app.
don't even want to like make a. I don't care.
You don't even want to make a joke.
Yeah, it's like I'm fucking on it.
So call it
I
X.
saw 4 books in Barnes & Noble about how Elon Musk fucked up Twitter, and it's funny to publish a book about that because he's not done fucking it up.
Right,
he's
right,
still
yeah.
like working on that
5
thing.
addendums.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I got a comic you can buy, Mr. Boop. I got another comic you can buy, Crimehot. If you buy those, I get money. That's so nice.
And you
Yeah.
can probably find those just by looking them up.
Some of them are in bookstores. I've never seen them in Barnes and Noble. Pretty mad about that personally. That's actually going to knock down my ranking.
Stores, core, get on this. We gotta get Alex comics and Barnes and Noble.
Come on. Even if you bring your own copy and leave it there, I'm happy.
That's fine.
Sneak it.
Sneak
Sneak
it.
it
Sneak
in.
it in.
Yeah. And great. Yeah,
That's all
so
I got.
That's wonderful. And we can play your well, I guess when people play the video game, you don't get money. It doesn't work like that, right? I guess in the
You
abstract.
could keep
if
your
we
job.
sell a lot, I think I'll get a bonus.
Okay.
Maybe.
So wish list High on Life 2 now on
Yeah.
Steam.
yeah, do that.
So, yeah, buy 50,000 copies of High on Life, too.
Oh, that would help. That would help.
Yeah, that amount would help.
That
I
would be
think. That
huge.
would bump it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Alec, a wonderful guest on a wonderful
Thank you.
episode.
This was so much fun. Thank you
This
for
was
having me.
I
Thank you for
really
being
had so
here. I
much
had a great
fun
time.
talking, and I could talk for another billion hours, but we must go, and we must away
Ta-ta.
until another Storesy day.
And if you are looking for more stores, you can check us out on patreon.com/Patreon. Patreon.com/stores podcast.
Stores the podcast.
Fuck.
Patreon.com/stores the
the
podcast.
podcast.
Check us out there. It has our full feed of all of our main feed and bonus feed episodes.
Free.
You have to pay $6 a month to get the bonus episodes, but that doubles your amount of stores that you get every single fucking week. And the bonus episodes are really, 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 really fun. I really love them. It's me and Luke fucking around, and sometimes Pat as well. And they're really, really funny. And if you want to support the podcast, that's the best way to do it so far. I just got to say, while we're here, because we're at a place now where in real time, the podcast has been out for almost a month, maybe closing in on 4 weeks. The launch has gone so wonderful. And it's
Congratulations.
just been so great to have everybody who is listening to the podcast and who is subscribed to the Patreon, supporting the podcast, loving the main feed episodes, loving the bonus feed episodes, and I'm so happy to be doing this, and it's really wonderful.
And you can cut that part.
Can you do another reminder to rate and review, because we did a big push at the beginning, but
please, yes,
oh,
rate
yeah.
and review.
And also on certain platforms you can only rate and review after you've listened. So for example, Spotify,
you just listened.
Yes,
unless you skip through.
You can rate on Spotify, Pocket Cast, and Apple Music.
It does help. It's literally the only way. The only way someone could ever stump. That's the only way to tell if something is something someone would like on those apps. If they go, oh, there's no 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
So it is literally helpful. It's one of the few places it's still helpful to rate.
So if you want to support, and it doesn't cost you anything, leave a 5-star review on any of those platforms, and it makes a huge difference to us. You guys have made this possible, and it seems like Stores is going to be happening for a very, very long time.
You can cut that around that stuff.
You can leave a 4-star.
You
review
like the
too.
podcast too.
I
prick.
like it.
You fucking like it. You like it like more than I like it.
I want to leave it in for like I appreciate the sentimentality of it, but I kind of want to cut it, because when you say it like that, it makes it sound like you're planning something that is going to make that not true.
Yeah.
When you say
you're trying to buy goodwill,
I feel like this is going to be around for a long time.
Like I'm setting up a joke.
It sounds like it's all you have.
Right.
It also sounds like
there's
maybe
something really bad's going to come out
in
about
the next,
your past,
or
and that you're trying to hopefully get ahead of it.
Or in the next 2 days, I'm just going to die. Like I could just go.
Luke would do it without you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He would not miss
that is actually true.
I wouldn't miss a fucking record.
Luke would 100% do it without me. That's scary. I just realized that now. Luke would 100% do it without me.
It would be good for ratings too.
Yeah.
It would really.
Because we could milk that a little bit. Oh, you got to sign up for the Patreon. TBJ's dead. All right, bye. See you, everybody.
Bye. See you later. Bye.